everyone listening, and welcome to day one of Video Game Choo Choo's Game of the Year podcast for 2016. I'm your host, John Machonsky, and with me today are three of Video Game Choo Choo's most elite operatives. We have Michael.
I am the elite operative.
We have Scott.
Pow pow.
And we have Rose.
I'm just the elite.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh. You were really good in Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So, today we are going to tackle 4 categories. And I would like to get right to it, because
Absolutely.
this last one's going to be a doozy. Real quick, though, I just want to say happy holidays to everyone listening. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, etc., etc.
Ramadan.
I hope you yes, Ramadan, yes. I hope you have a wonderful time this holiday, and I hope that our bickering brings a little light to your holiday, even if it's hard out there for you. But hopefully you won't need it. So, today's categories are Best Music, Best Sound Design, Best Visuals, and the What the Fuck Award.
That's my favorite one.
We are getting in it.
Yeah.
First day. So,
We're going on.
we're going to start with Best Music.
Haha.
Our nominees for Best Music are Valhalla, Oxenfree, Doom, Hyper Light Drifter, Fury, Virginia, Mafia 3, Thumper, Dragon Quest Builders, Blue Revolver, Shadow Warrior 2, Let It Die, and Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Boy, Let It Die made it in
Last second.
yeah,
Last second.
24 hours to spare.
Yeah. So, something a little unorthodox that we're doing this year is for the two Chooch people who are not on the podcast today, Ryan and Niall, they wrote in their choices for each category.
Yeah.
And Michael is going to read off how they feel, and we're going to take it into consideration.
Okay.
So, Michael, would you like to read Ryan and Niall's choices for Best Music?
Sure. Do you want to further define what we mean by best music before we really get into it?
Sure. So by best music, we specifically mean the soundtrack.
Yeah.
We're not talking about necessarily how the soundtrack is used. This is more just the best collection of songs associated with the game.
Right.
Just the soundtrack.
Yeah,
Not necessarily where it's used or how it's used.
Yeah, not music cues, but just the general music.
Of course.
Here we go. First up is Niles. Write-in. He says, for soundtrack, that his vote goes to Valhalla because fuck, it's so good from top to bottom. Ren, which is one of the songs, is the best song of the year. Oxenfree is a close second. It has a really good, haunting soundtrack, and it's probably the most atmospheric of the year. And shout out to Shadow Warrior 2, which got Stan Bush into the studio for a new song. So Valhalla, Oxenfree, and Shadow Warrior 2, which he has examples for all 3.
Okay.
And then to cut over to Ryan's, Ryan says Valhalla, 100%. It's an incredibly accomplished soundtrack that both perfectly encapsulates the feel of the game and can hold its own as a standalone work. So many of the songs are instantly iconic, and all of them can be enjoyed outside the context of the game. While I know Niall is partial to a Rene, did they psychically link for this? I think that Good for Health, Bad for Education is the best cyberpunk banger since the Tron Legacy soundtrack. I like that he italicized Tron Legacy. This isn't going up anywhere. He doesn't have to edit it. With an immense track list that's both varied in content and unified by a distinct style, the Valhalla soundtrack is a triumph. All right.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so just to remind everyone listening how we do this, we are going to narrow the nominees down to 3 choices, and then choose one winner and two runners-up. The runners-up are not in any particular order. It'll just be number one, and then two others that we liked.
Yes, tied for second.
So, yes. So, I think we'll just do our arguments in a way that we how about we just pick for now, we each pick one that we can cut and then see where we go from there.
Like we usually do it.
Yeah. Okay.
The round table of death.
Yes. But we should have some examples.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. Do you think maybe we should have Niall like edit in a clip or just play a little bit from our phones? Or?
No, I think last year what we did is we just listened to them on our own.
Okay.
I don't want to mess around with copyrighted soundtracks, so I'll leave that to Niall if he wants to do it.
Okay.
If people at home want to just go listen to that stuff, that's fine. And then I guess
we'll mention the specific songs that we are listening to, so that way you can look it up.
Also, we're writers; we should be able to describe stuff like this.
Absolutely, sure.
We're not good writers.
Right.
I just said we should be able to.
All right, so I will start with you, Michael, and then we'll go Michael, Scott, Rose, and then I.
All right.
So, Michael, what would you like to cut first?
Valhalla. No. I'm not dumb. I mean, Sun and Moon. Does that even deserve?
Okay.
It's a 3DS game. Does it really have banger music?
I think it has some good music.
I think it has good music, but none of it really stands out to me, at least, from the rest of the Pokemon series.
I'm going to link a song here.
Okay.
Rose linked Vast Pony Canyon. I'm going to link the Aether Foundation employee battle music.
Okay.
So take a listen to those.
The Aether Foundation.
Does all of it have this kind of like islandy theme?
Not all of it. If you listen to Aether Foundation theme, that is very much just a, oh shit, I am battling a really. I need to say real quick as well. We're going to be spoiling games.
Yes.
So
100%.
Be prepared. Any game that we talk about, there is a spoiler warning. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Yeah, just listening to that song, it's like, oh shit, these are some really evil motherfuckers, and we are getting down to it. So, I mean, but I do think it is also really cool that the soundtrack, at least for all of the, at least for most of it, there is a theme of like a tropical theme to it. You know, like I mean, all the battles against the Kahunas and the captains.
Yeah.
So
before
you go off on the deep end, the only point would be. Do you really think this is one of the best 3 soundtracks of the year, looking at everything else that's on that list?
I kind of just don't want to cut it yet because I really like some of those songs, but you know, I mean, if it's
gonna get cut, it's gonna get cut.
Yeah, I would feel perfectly okay with cutting it.
Okay, fair enough.
I guess so.
Sure,
I really like they do a musical leitmotif for the Kahuna and Trial Totem Pokemon. Where it's like the totem Pokemon have their own theme, and then when you fight the Kahuna, they have their own theme, but then it turns into the totem Pokemon theme. And it's really good.
That's pretty good.
That's neat.
It sounds really nice.
I also really like the theme for the Tapu legendaries.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just this really intense, like tropical, like just...
Oh.
Like, I don't know. I felt like while I was listening to it, I felt like I was going crazy. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is so stressful. I'm just like... But in like a powerful way, like I was just like, oh, here we go.
I almost forgot also Team Skull, like their
music.
music.
That's really good music, but I think it's way better in the context of the game and not something I'd just like straight up listen to.
Yeah, like I wouldn't listen to Guzma's theme just by itself, but like battling Guzma and just having that like Skull, like that's cool. Yeah, I feel that. I understand that.
So are we eliminating it?
We can cut
Sure.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Let me figure out how to do strike through again.
The Vast Pony
Alt.
Canyon's a jam.
It is.
All right.
All right. Scott.
I have no idea what the music of Virginia is like.
It's like Twin Peaks.
So I would be okay with cutting it. That's pretty good, but
Yeah, I agree
need
with
to
you.
hear some samples. That's my pick to cut.
I'm gonna Google, or I'm gonna look it up on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I need to take a listen
Yeah,
to.
I've heard it. I just don't remember.
Let's see.
Oh, this one has a slow build. That's no good. Let me just skip ahead.
That's like the whole
30
soundtrack.
seconds.
So
Oh.
Yeah, and from what I've seen,
It's okay.
What I've seen of the gameplay, it really melds to the world
yeah,
and how you play that game. It is the game is slow and kind of reveals itself slowly the way that sounds.
That sounds to me like best sound design and not best soundtrack.
I mean,
Sure.
that's the music of the game. Like,
All right.
But
I mean,
the way it plays into gameplay, that was really important.
yeah.
sure,
Yeah. I think we can cut Virginia.
all right.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. What was it? Format? Oh, yeah, format. There we go.
There you go. Rose.
By day 4, I'll know where it is.
All right, Rose.
Mafia 3, like, if we're taking into consideration, I guess, the licensed songs in it,
Yeah,
like, sure,
that's in there too.
those are good.
We can.
But, like, are the original compositions really anything to be, like, crazy about?
Probably not.
So I would probably say...
we should actually listen to it and not just say
Yeah.
probably
All
not.
right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, fair enough, but still.
We should just be like, no. Also, the licensed music is included, I assume.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like if we're comparing it to songs that also just have, like there's something to be said for usage of licensed music, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for that, I bet there's probably like 1 or 2 missions that use licensed music, and the rest is probably largely like incidental orchestral music.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
And I mean, just looking at the soundtrack listing, it's Rolling Stones' Paint It Black, CCR Fortunate Son. You know,
It's what you would expect.
yeah. Well, there's some deep cuts here. The Animals, We Gotta Get Out of This Place.
Sure.
Very Vietnam-centric kind of music.
I will give it this, listening to the like normal soundtrack. It does at least not go orchestral like I thought. It is more like a twang, like it has like a guitar and stuff like that, kind of like Red Dead.
Okay.
Like I can get behind that, but at the same time, like, is that the
Is it
music
as strong
you're
as some of
remembering?
these other ones?
Yeah, that too.
I don't know.
Anyone have something to link to?
I just
Oh, sorry. I just Googled it on YouTube.
Sure.
Looked it up on YouTube. I need to stop using Google like a verb like that. I don't know. Looking down that, like the actual licensed soundtrack, I like that it's mixed with the stuff that you would see like for sure in a Vietnam era movie, like Rolling Stones and CCR, but then has, you know, Lightning Slim and kind of the Supreme stuff that people tend to kind of look over.
Sure. I think it's definitely worth like a nod, but I still think it's okay to cut.
yeah.
I'm actually liking this original composition a lot. I think this is
I
worth
mean,
keeping.
For now.
I guess.
Yeah,
so.
for now.
Sure.
Yeah, we can come back to it, and if it comes
All
down
right.
to it, we can always.
Rose, do you have another cut then?
Shadow Warrior 2? Like, I think it's great that like there's a Stan Bush song in there. That's cool, but like that's the song, right? That everyone
Yeah,
remembers.
that's kind of
like,
it.
The rest sounds good. I looked it up.
to it. Yeah, I'm gonna link to it. This is what Niall gave us. It's called Warrior.
Warrior. That sounds like a Stan Bush song.
Uh-huh.
Yo, this is pretty awesome.
It's pretty good. I'm not saying it's bad.
But like
Yeah. This is good, but like, what other songs does it have?
like I listened to the rest of the game and it sounded like the kind of like mix between like dubstep almost and like just like guitars, I guess, that just you would expect, I guess. It didn't really feel like
sure.
something you would be really boasting about to me.
Okay, I'm fine with that one.
Let's
Then.
cut Shadow Warrior.
Yeah, I feel bad for it because I know Niall really likes that game, and I know it's.
He's not here.
Well, I'm just saying I know that game did some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to kind of fall on my sword a little bit and just cut Let It Die. Not because I don't think it deserves it, but just because I don't think it's really possible to share this music for that game right now and like talk about it in a way that would be possible. But it has a really great soundtrack. There are a lot of amazing J-rock bands on there, and if you're into like J-metal and like some heavier music like that, it's definitely worth a listen.
I played it. I played it last night. I don't really remember the music, and I keep seeing people say the music. I just don't. The skeleton yelling at me was more distracting than anything.
Don't talk shit about Uncle Death.
I like Uncle Death.
We'll get to Uncle Death later. Don't worry about that.
All right.
But let it die. But hopefully they put out some track list or something so you can actually listen to it sometime. All right, so
10 left. Let's do I think we should do another round of cuts.
Yeah, we should. But real quick, I'm just gonna read off what we have left. We have Valhalla, Oxenfree, Doom, Hyperlight Drifter, Fury, Mafia 3, Thumper, Dragon Quest Builders, and Blue Revolver. That's 9. So, all right, Michael.
Thumper.
What's your cut? Thumper?
I agree.
Ooh.
It has a real industrial sound, and that works with the visual style and how it's played, but I do not love that music. I think it's interesting. I think it's neat. I think it fits well with what that game is. I don't want to listen to it outside the game. I'm not exactly like tapping my toes to it when I'm playing the game. I mean, I haven't played it. I've seen it a lot.
That game's music is not for just casual listening.
It's intense.
That music is for that game, and it is for just like it's for entering your brain and just smacking it around for a little bit. Just like you need to beat this game. So yeah.
I think it's good. I think it works with what it's trying to do. But I think as just music, while either playing or outside of it, it doesn't really attain the levels that we're looking at here.
Okay.
Any objections?
Nope.
No.
All right.
I'm fine with that.
Strike through.
All right. Scott.
Blue Revolver.
You've activated my trap card. All right. So I understand because I am the Blue Revolver fan here. I need to kind of represent. So here is the boss music for Blue Revolver. All of the music in that game is fan-fucking-tastic, but that's just a good song to give you an idea.
Mother Trucker.
Yeah,
That's a good name for a song.
I specifically linked the BR version, which is the version that plays normally. You can unlock remixes of every song in that game as you play. So there's a lot of customization. Yeah. But yeah, literally click through any of those songs on that playlist. Or on the... I should have linked the playlist.
That's fine. It's suggesting stuff. I'm listening to Blue Revolution now, and that's pretty good.
Okay. That's the playlist. All of that music is fantastic. I understand because y'all didn't play it. Maybe if it doesn't live on, but that should not get cut now.
I think it sounds like really good shmup music, so I'm supporting it.
I'm not really feeling it that much, but like if y'all want to keep it on, I'm fine with that.
Let's move on to cut another one, and then
maybe another one.
We'll come back and cut Blue Revolver.
How about Dragon Quest Builders?
You motherfucker!
Don't make Michael cry.
I'm here to take deep cuts.
No, I'm not going to sit here and put this huge defense of Dragon Quest here. I'm gonna link it here. It's a Japanese role-playing game soundtrack, but it does kind of blend itself well with the gameplay because the gameplay is a little tedious but really relaxing. So you have this kind of relaxing, valiant music that makes you feel like you're kind of always doing something, but you're not like hurrying to do it.
Sure.
And if you skip through some of those, there's some good music throughout.
Right.
It sounds nice, but
it's
it's very chill. I'm feeling it.
It's not up there.
Yeah, I don't think it's up there. But it's great. Like,
okay,
it really blends with the
good
game.
Nod.
Well, yeah.
Nod. All right, let's cut that.
Yeah.
Rose, how about you? We're down to the nitty-gritty, so...
I don't know. I might say Hyper Light Drifter.
Okay, so here's what Hyper Light Drifter is all about.
Uh-huh.
Let me find a couple good samples here. Okay, so Hyper Light Drifter has a really good mix of like everything feels really, really crunchy all the time, which really helps like get home the point of the game. Like everything's big, slow, it all works. Let me try to find something. I accidentally clicked on some of the other. Wait, why is that there? That's not right. That's not right at all. Here we go. Here we go. I think this is a very good track.
Okay, let's take a listen.
So it starts off with this like really interesting motif, which is something that you hear this particular sound or this style of sound throughout the game.
Yeah.
And then this track in particular, Wisdom's Tragedy, starts to go into like something completely different. It's all really good. It all sounds fantastic. I think it's some of like the best sounding music in a game in a long time. Let me pick some other ones.
It all
here.
sounds really atmospheric.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like this would be good in context to like for like the area that you're in and how creepy it would be, but out of context, this is just kind of like.
Here's another one called The Hermit, which is like I think it's one of the boss themes, but it's like really oppressive.
Everything but The Hermit just sounds like odd elevator music.
Which I really like about Hyper Light Drifter.
It has its own style.
I like it, but like at the same time, the music just makes me think of like the game Proteus and stuff like that. Like it just reminds me of that, and less like I really like the Hermit song. I like that game.
I had one track that was really upbeat, but I can't find it now.
I can't go for this at all.
Okay.
Like it's just as the
I'm fine
soundtrack
with cutting
thing.
it.
All right.
I got a bigger dog in this race.
All right.
Let's cut Hyper
have an
Light
idea.
Drifter. I'm going to go. All right. Just real quick, I'm going to read off what we have left: Valhalla, Oxenfree, Doom, Fury, Mafia 3, and Blue Revolver. I'm gonna go for Mafia now.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now that we're down to 5, we need to cut 2 more, and then we're going to pick our best one.
What if I said that both Valhalla and Doom are going to be on the last 3,
What?
and that really this is between Oxenfree, Fury, and Blue Revolver?
I feel like we should listen to some Valhalla music because I played a little bit of the game. I like it, but I'm not totally sold on it.
So the Valhalla, I'll link what Niall gave us and what Ryan gave us. Arene and I'm going to keep mispronouncing that in many different ways. Arene and Good for Health, or I guess Ryan didn't link his. That silly boy. I'll link what Niall gave. The game has like a really big soundtrack.
Yeah.
So after you listen to this, go ahead and listen to some other stuff.
It's all incredible.
And you can choose when you go and start your day at the bar, you choose which songs to play on the jukebox.
Yeah.
So you could, if you wanted to, play this song over and over again.
I think it's also really effective at making these songs unintentionally line up with good moments in the dialogue.
Yes.
Like it's just it's really good at that.
It's weird how all of the songs kind of match whatever you're doing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, are you making a drink? Like, yeah, I'm making a drink for this jackass,
But
this friend of mine just walked into the bar. Now I'm having fun. It's strangely, it strangely just adheres to everything you're doing.
My favorite song from the OST is "Every Day Is Night."
Yes,
which is a lot of people's favorite song from that OST. It's fucking.
this is
incredible.
pretty good. Yeah, I remember this one. Is Is that a good soundtrack though, or is that good design?
I think it's a soundtrack.
It's a good soundtrack.
It's a sound because it's on a jukebox.
Yeah.
Like it is
That's
just
true.
and it's the music
And-
you're listening to. Like
Yeah.
it works into the design, sure, but you're remembering the music itself.
It's very
I mean-
varied as well. Like they don't like a lot of the songs we just linked are very generally
Very different.
similar, but if you go and listen to the entire thing or just kind of mix and match ones, especially when you're playing, they sound different. Like what
Yeah,
Rose just linked,
absolutely.
Heart of the
Yeah, I like
City
that
is that's like rock and roll now. Starts with guitars and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, to bring up an argument that I brought up last year, like I feel like the sign of a good soundtrack is one that you will listen to outside of playing and like will stay in your head and all that.
Yeah.
Like last year that was Undertale and this year was Valhalla. Like I listened to the Valhalla soundtrack while I was driving around for like 2 months after I finished that game.
I didn't beat that game, which I probably should before we finish doing these podcasts, but I didn't beat that game, but I did download the soundtrack and I have that and I have listened to that separately and it has now gotten its own life within my life of like separate from
Absolutely.
the game.
I think this is all good. I'm still not totally feeling it, but if you guys really feel like this is one of the 3 best
Oh, yeah.
soundtracks of the year,
I mean,
Okay.
to be fair, like you're completely
it's
you're
personal preference though.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
is something I'm not totally into, but
also
Sure.
like 5 of us think it's the best one.
Sure,
5 out of 6.
Or
so,
the top
yeah.
3.
yeah.
Like no, I'm not trying to say your opinion doesn't matter, but your opinion doesn't matter.
it's
Yeah.
So
it's
I'll
invalidated.
All right.
I'll highlight that as staying.
Yeah, highlight Valhalla.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
Are we saying, before we go on, are we saying Doom is also one of the best 3 soundtracks this year?
I would probably.
Is
I'm
it-
not. I'm not a again personal preference. I'm not a fan of metal, so I don't really listen to that soundtrack ever.
All right, well, for
BFG
me,
Division.
like I like metal, so of course I was gonna like the soundtrack, but I think the music does what the game did well, where it married the old school style from the 90s with a modern feel and never lost its identity, to where like metal from the 90s was really grungy and kind of dirty, and that got worse throughout the 2000s, and now metal nowadays is really clean, and the metal in Doom soundtrack is clean. It's still metal, but it has a clean sound to it. And and again, it melds so well with that gameplay where you're just running around and shoving demons' eyes up their asses or whatever you do in that game.
Do you have any examples?
Yes. Let me...
Just you know what you must do, Michael.
Doom.
You know what you must do.
And this is just a playlist that starts with Rip and Tear. If you don't like metal, you're not going to like any of it, but
Yeah.
like, again, that 90s feel, running around, picking up a shotgun, running at full speed, demons run at you out of the corner, and you're now running backwards, just unloading into them.
God, I'm listening to this right now and I'm just like headbanging, like, yeah.
I do appreciate that the uploader's name is Captain Cornhole.
All right, I'm going to while you're listening to that, I'm just going to throw something out there.
Yeah.
Let's cut Oxenfree.
I really like it, but I would agree because I want to push it for sound design.
All right, I'm going to
Okay.
link Niles' Oxenfree song, just so that we have him...
Give it a shot.
Yeah, make sure his taste
His song, full OST.
is... His single song, it's 1 hour and 14 minutes.
Weird name
yeah,
for a
we
song,
got
but I
fun.
like it.
What's the name? Or I guess we can't even find out, huh? Oh wait, no. There's a thing here. What was the name he suggested?
No, that's what he suggested was the whole OST. He just says
He didn't have a name. Okay.
No.
Just going to skip around.
He says it's close second. It has a really good haunting soundtrack, and it's probably the most atmospheric of the year.
I'm gonna pick Epiphany Fields right here.
Okay.
That's an alright one.
This is nice.
What's one of your favorites, Rose?
It's hard to pin down a specific one. Is kind of why I wanted to push it for sound design, because they
Right.
go together really well to fit like what's going on in that specific area and like the emotions of the characters and stuff.
I actually really like the drum beat in this one.
It's good.
Well,
it's a good soundtrack.
It picks up well. That's really good.
Yeah.
We already have our two. What would be the third one? We can cut everything but one right now.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know. I really like. Obviously, I really want Blue Revolver, but I'm gonna say real quick. I feel like Scott's gonna go ham for
Yeah.
Fury.
Here's
So
here's the thing.
I need to listen to some Fury before.
Here's
Furry.
the thing about Fury. Here, I'll link the Bandcamp because
Yeah.
it has everything there. There are some really... Everything on here is a fucking banger. It's all super... Like, they got, like, 5 different artists. Carpenter Brute, Danger, Wave Shaper, Lorne,
that's loud.
Toxic Avenger, Knight, and Scattle. And they it feels like they basically told them, make this as 80s as you can. And it works so well.
That's
One
very
of my
loud.
favorites... yeah, it's Bandcamp, unfortunately.
okay.
Listen here. Here's one in particular. I just have the YouTube link up. This one's "A Picture in Motion," which is one of the songs that plays during one of the walking sections. It starts off like
Oh,
really
sure.
slow, and it builds up really well. And a lot of those walking section ones are like a little bit slower paced, and then when it gets to the boss fights, they really pick up, and it's fantastic. It's really really good.
I do really like this.
Yeah, I would. But
It's
I
good.
haven't finished Fury, but I remember specifically this part and the song, so I would be inclined to give it to Scott over Oxenfree in my case.
Here's another one. Here's the one from that boss battle, which is Wisdom of Rage.
My only problem with Blue Revolver is
Okay.
and it's I had the same problem with Valhalla, but Valhalla does kind of diversify itself. My only problem with Blue Revolver, from what I just listened to, like the handful I skipped around to, was it's all the same music. Like it's not, they're all different songs, but they all sound the same. Like generally, they're the same genre of music. And
Well, it's just
when-
it's a consistent feel. I feel like,
Sure.
and I want to say that there are some songs that are a little different. Like the main menu song is very different. Let me get you the main menu song from that game.
Well, like I've also heard that kind of music plenty of times before in video games, whereas Valhalla I haven't, Doom I haven't, Oxenfree I haven't, and Furry I haven't.
I mean, just give that a listen. I also really like the character select music. Let me get that.
I was gonna ask,
If this-
do the remixers sound vastly different, or are they still going for like the same feel?
They absolutely do. Like,
right.
Here, if let me link you the remix version of the boss song. So yeah, this is the Eximia and Mad Drift remix of Mother Trucker. For those of you who want to listen to that at home,
So are we kicking? Is this just between?
Fury. I feel like it's
And Blue
between
Revolver.
Fury and Blue Revolver.
All right,
Yeah,
So we are all okay with cutting Oxenfree.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I do like that
This is
soundtrack. And I
this
don't
isn't
even-
sound design.
Yeah,
this is
I
best
know,
music.
yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So, John Scott, have at it.
Okay.
Five for
I
my
just-
love.
I mean, I think it's really impressive that Blue Revolver has such a series of like it's a consistent sound, and not to say that Fury doesn't have a consistent sound, but I think that Blue Revolver, just the music is such a big part of that game, and also I just think it's again worth listening to outside. Like I'll put on Mother Trucker here and there when I'm driving, and I'm just like, oh hell yeah, I'm going for it. I'm gonna get in a car accident because of this song. No, I don't know. I just it's 29 songs of pure bliss in my opinion. Like I love all of the music, and I love that they got remixes upon remixes for all those songs, so that way there's like more reason for you to play. Like they knew that music was so good that you were going to want to play through that game a couple of
Right.
times to unlock all the songs. So I don't know, I really really love the music to Blue Revolver, and I think that game deserves this nod because it's just it's such a great collection of songs.
Here's another one from Fury called Danger 624.
Okay.
Or it's 624 by Danger, but for some reason all of his songs are just named Danger and also are a time signature.
Did you know this Chinese cave never thaws? That was my ad.
I feel like I like the battle music way more than the slow music in Fury. I think all the slow music in Fury is kind of boring.
See,
I think it's good.
I
There's a lot that are like actually pretty fast paced, and they build really well. I had another one. Let me.
I like
see if
the
I can
walking
find
music
it.
you liked because I like a good build. in a
Yeah, I was
song.
gonna say, like, I think it's a good way of both giving a breather from the last battle and also building
Right.
up to the next one.
There was one I really liked. I'm trying to find it again. Here it is. This one is the Toxic Avenger. Make This Right. I
like this. I mean, I really like this particular song. It's just I'm not really a fan of a lot of the other songs from that. But
I'm not a super I'm not a huge fan of like the 80s aesthetic or EDM either, but like this totally wins me over.
Yeah, I really like Fury stuff.
Me too.
I don't think
Alright.
Blue Revolver's bad.
Yeah, not at
No,
all.
it's good. It's good.
all right. We made our arguments, and if y'all would rather have Fury, then I guess that's it.
I'm
I
sorry,
would.
John.
Rose,
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay.
All right. Now what?
So our three are Valhalla, Doom, and Fury. So Valhalla, right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay.
I would lean towards Doom because it's a fucking goddamn metal soundtrack. And when was the last time you heard that in a video game?
And
It's Valhalla.
Darksiders.
you know what I would lean towards, but it's like Valhalla is definitely the one that everyone
Yeah.
on the crew seems pretty unanimous
All right.
about. So
Yeah.
I'm
I know.
okay with
Okay.
that.
All right. So our winner for best soundtrack is Valhalla, with runners-up Doom and Fury.
In that order.
No, shh.
Rude.
No, not in that order. Just okay. So now we're moving on to best sound design. By best sound design, we mean best use of music and sound and atmosphere and all that to make a game's mood or gameplay better.
Or setting, yeah. This is
Or
not
setting.
necessarily music, though that plays a lot into it. This could be just how sounds sound. You know, a driving game could have been on here without a
Yeah.
soundtrack. So
Okay.
I don't
All
think
right.
any of us played any good driving games.
Yeah, we'll next year maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so our picks for best sound design are Hyper Light Drifter, Doom, Super Hot, Battlefield 1, Thumper, Dragon Quest Builders, Virginia, Oxenfree, Orwell, Titanfall 2, Devil Daggers, Butcher, Overwatch, Hitman, and Let It Die.
Want me to read off Niall and Ryan's?
Please.
Please.
Their sealed envelopes.
Yes, please.
Niall's is pretty short and sweet. Not even a question in my mind. It's Oxenfree, just Chef's Kiss. Ryan decided to write more than Chef's Kiss. He said, I'm going to say Overwatch. In addition to the music cues, which often provide a bombastic sense of heroism and excitement, Overwatch shines through thanks to Blizzard's pains towards making every one of its characters completely distinct in an auditory sense.
Yeah.
Aside from the uniformly great voice acting, every character has unique footsteps and weapon noises, which become crucial in regards to knowing who might be lurking around a corner. There's somewhat of an understated gameplay mechanic in the sound design of Overwatch, and I really respect Blizzard for acing the audio aspect of a AAA team-based shooter. It's better than it has any right to be. I
Yeah.
did not expect him to say Overwatch.
I honestly totally agree that
Yeah.
it's something you don't think about, and the fact that you don't think about it was what makes it so good.
So let's
Yeah, let's start cutting. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's mix up who is going when. I'll start with Scott this time.
Hitman.
Hitman?
Sure.
all right. Hold on, I gotta
Oh.
stretch for this.
Rickety Michael.
I gotta grab one. No, okay.
Old man.
I don't considering what I just read and some of the arguments that were just made with music. I don't think this will make it, and Hitman just doesn't have the overall sound design that some of these others do. But man, Hitman has great ambient dialogue. It has great dialogue to know when you can go into an area and when you can't. So if you approach, I'll just use the first level as an example. You can become a waiter on the first floor, and if you want to go up to the second floor and you approach the security guards, not only will they put out their hand, they will say, their general thing would be, you're not allowed up here. But sometimes they'll be just like aghast that you would even try, and they'll be like, there's no waiters allowed on the second floor. It just like won't let you go up. It's like, all right. If you pass by security guards and you're in a waiter's outfit, they'll just be like, waiter, yeah. Like, if you're a security guard and you pass security guards, they'll be like, keeping things secure, security team all the way. It's like football teams meeting each other in the locker room. That game has a ton of wonderful ambient dialogue and a lot of just good sound cues. When you hit someone in the back of a head with a hammer or a wrench, it just makes this great clunk, metallic clunk. It's just like, I just really hit that guy really hard. I should apologize after like disrobing him, putting on his clothes and shoving him in his closet. I don't think it'll get it, but I also like when you bump into somebody and you do it too hard, they kind of get suspicious of you, and they'll just kind of say like, hey buddy, or like, what's up with that guy? If you turn on a faucet, you can turn on a faucet, make it overflow, and if somebody's nearby, they'll investigate it. They just like stop and go like, huh, well, that's not right. They just say the dumbest things and react to things in the least human of ways, and it's fantastic.
That sounds like really, really in your face, though. Like something you would absolutely notice all the time.
You don't, because like you wouldn't notice, like if you are running from point A to point B and you pass by a security guard who's you pass by 1,000 times, and he randomly, and you don't realize like, wait, I haven't passed by him while wearing my security uniform. And then suddenly you realize, like, he's just a dude you run by, and then you realize he just said something to me about wearing my uniform. And it changes every time. It's not always the same. I've heard it repeated, but I've also played that game a ton.
Right.
So, again, I don't think it'll win. I don't think it even rates with some of the stuff that's on this list. If it were a different year, maybe, but that stuff just makes that game, it makes that game even clearer that they did not take that game really, really seriously in terms of tone, and it just shows and shines through that stuff. It's great. And with that said, I'll hit strike through now.
All right.
You can make an argument for the dialogue during writing, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get there.
Okay. All right. Rose.
All right. Battlefield 1.
Oh God, you're coming at me from all sides.
Sorry,
coming at me
Michael,
from all sides.
I'm with you on this one. I think Battlefield 1, for as many problems as it has a game that looks and sounds very, very good and like realistic.
DICE does sound probably perfectly, as close to perfect as you can get sound in a game. When you are in a battle, like, first of all, it sounds different than like Battlefield 4 did or some of the previous entries, because the guns are different. They're old-timey guns, and they sound different. They sound clunkier. They sound like, this will sound dumb, they sound mechanical. They sound like parts put together rather than like this modern machined, made by a robot and a drill. No, it sounds like something someone put together in their garage 5 years ago, and we've just starting to get better at like putting it together. And when you hear like a gunshot, you hear it crack and whiz by you. You can almost tell by that, like how far someone is. Like, oh, I can tell that this guy is not only to the right of me a little bit, but they're really close by the crack of that gunshot. Or I can tell the way it just kind of whirred by me that they're pretty far away. Like, they're maybe blindly shooting at me and I should hide, but I don't need to dive for cover.
Right.
And, I know it's a video game and whatnot, but running into battle, hearing explosions and hearing bullets whiz by you and running into the battle, the sound is most of it. Because after looking at a video game for so long, you know it's a video game, and I'm not actually physically running, and I'm holding a controller and not an old-timey World War I machine gun, but the sound really puts you there. And I think DICE always does well with sound.
I think it's worth keeping on for now.
For now,
Absolutely.
Sure. All right. I'm not going to be spiteful then, but let's remove Dragon Quest Builders.
You what's Come at me. Let's go. Dragon Quest Builders has amazing
Can you
sound.
prove to me that it's like the best though?
Rose just pulled out a fucking knife. Like,
You're all pulling out knives. Hold on.
I'm ready to go.
Hold
I'm
on.
fucking ready.
I'm getting a YouTube video.
Like, is it just Dragon Quest sounds? There's like Minecraft sounds. Like,
I mean,
Both.
I don't know if it's Dragon Quest sounds, but it just has like wonderful little happy noises here. I'm linking to some gameplay.
Some of the music is like very similar to Dragon Quest music.
I think a lot of it is Dragon Quest music. Like, skip ahead a little bit into the part where you're like collecting stuff and you're making something. It makes a bunch of noises when it goes into your inventory, and they're just like little touches, and they're all kind of happy noises. And then combine that with like the music, it's all just happy. The little ditty that plays when you like complete a quest, it's like da 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 da. It's just fun.
I think this game has really good sound design, but I don't think it's one of the
think
three
it just sounds
best
like-
sound designed games.
it sounds like a Zelda game to me. Like,
That I can't deny.
It
The
doesn't
game's-
sound like anything new.
well, yeah, it's a good game. So, but like, is it really something that makes you go like, "This is the best part of this game"?
I put a strike through it. All right, you got
Okay,
me.
okay.
You overwhelmed
Okay, I'm
my
sorry,
foxhole.
Michael.
All right, John's turn.
Bring it, you
I'm
fuck.
going to vote for Butcher just because I don't think any of us played that game except for like Niall or Ryan or something.
What is
so
Butcher?
I'm sorry.
It's
It's
2D
a
Doom.
2D. Yeah, it's basically 2D Doom.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen photos of it online.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Butcher. I'm very sorry, but
Sorry,
no,
Butcher. Yeah.
What, you didn't want
my-
to stab me in the back too, John?
Not right now. Michael,
Super hot.
Sure.
I'm gonna stick up a little bit for Super Hot.
What does it do besides super hot? Super hot. What does it do
I
besides
mean-
that?
I have just a bunch of gameplay here. I think that the just the sound effects, every step, the sound of the bullets whizzing by you, the sound of you hitting an enemy and hearing them shatter, the sounds of the computer like whirring up and clicking. It's all very well done. Like, there's
Yeah.
not really any music in that game, but I think every sound effect is very precise because that game is all about moving very, very precisely. So every sound needs to be precise. You need to know, okay, that guy just shot a gun over there. I need to move to the left so it doesn't hit me. And I need to move forward because there's a guy walking up here. The samurai sword is going to make this exact swoosh. Like, you learn how to play that game through sound and through this very exact, like, learning of what each thing does, and the sound definitely helps with all that. So I'd rather not cut Super Hot, at least not yet.
When I
just because of
played
how-
it, I didn't feel any of that. Like, I could hear gunshots around the corner, but like, I didn't instantly know where that person was. I feel like I would die suddenly and then be like, oh, okay, that guy was... I knew whereabout he was, but I didn't know he was behind that particular door or wall, and he was able to shoot me from there, I guess. Like, I never felt it was precise enough that it made me better at the game. I felt it was just, okay, I'm going to die this time, but next time, now I know where that guy is.
I don't know. I felt like I learned a lot through sound from that game.
All right, I'll cut it. I'll go for someone else's knees.
Okay.
Let it die.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We
I'd
haven't
say,
had enough time for
like-
that, honestly.
It might be worth revisiting Let It Die next year if
Oh,
anyone
totally, yeah.
still plays it or anything, or if we
Sure.
have,
Like,
like,
too bad that it came out this year and won't get nominated for anything
Yeah.
next year.
Best game that came out last year or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Scott, it's back to you. Oh, here, real quick, let me read what we have left. Hyperlight Drifter, Doom, Super Hot, Battlefield 1, Thumper, Virginia, Oxenfree, Orwell, Titanfall 2, Devil Daggers, and Overwatch.
So I've played through all of Titanfall 2. I think it's a fantastic game. I think it sounds really good. I don't know if it has some of the best sound design. of a game in
You're all
2016.
You're all just trying to kill me.
I think Titanfall 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. It does have some great sounds when you call in your Titanfall.
Oh, yeah.
That noise it makes, and then all the clunky mechanical stuff it makes when you get in. Mm-hmm. And then I like the sound of all the guns. They just sound like guns, but future.
But every now and then, when things get really chaotic, it can just kind of sound like a jumble.
Yeah, it's a cacophony of noise, especially when you're battling another Titan and there's other stuff shooting at you from the ground. It's like, So, I'm fine with that. I just wanted it to be recognized that game has some dope noises in it.
It does.
I just like hearing those noises sometimes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Rose, your turn.
So I looked up Orwell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice, but I think its sound design is pretty basic.
What is that game? I don't remember it.
It's like simulating like what's the term? I get. Well, look at the name. It's simulating that.
Orwellian. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very Big Brother situation.
Okay, I've seen. Yeah. What is the noises it makes then?
It makes like the looking in on the people. It makes like the computer noises. It seems.
Has anyone here played it?
I have not.
I think Niall played it.
I just looked at it.
Well, he's not here and he didn't nominate it.
Yeah.
So.
It seems neat. That game actually seems like something I would be interested in, but we'll go ahead and drop it.
Okay, my turn.
Remember how hard this started as, and now they're just dropping like flies?
Bam, bam, bam.
I'm going to go for... This is hard.
Don't do it.
This is tough.
There's one more. It's in my heart. It's already been broken by everybody.
I'm going to go for Hyperlight Drifter.
Oh, that's fine.
I will absolutely stand against you for Hyperlight Drifter. That is a fantastic sounding game. Let me pick out let me find the video that I picked out for this.
I was gonna say if you just linked a song, I was gonna reach to the internet and snap your neck with one hand.
What was
that would have been the end of your life?
I said. Okay. So this is the beginning of the game. Let's start this video at 3:48. The opening cutscene also has like amazing sound design, but I think that's way better for like best presentation or like best visuals. But like that's also part of it. But it's like every single sound in this game like is pretty. Aside from like the thunder that's obviously happening right at the beginning, even then has like a little bit of that like 8-bit crunch to it. But everything just sounds so unique. Let's try to skip ahead to see if we can get to like a little bit of combat.
No, I feel you. I think that's enough. I won't go for that one.
We'll skip for now.
Plus the music is like it completely works with everything that's happening.
All right. Well then, how about this? Hello, Virginia. How about we get you off this list here? And
what the hell voice are you doing right now?
I'm doing Sinor Card Gauge from Homestar Runner. I don't know. Just
Did you suddenly take like multiple shots of whiskey? What was that?
I mean, that is what he sounds like.
Yeah. How about Virginia?
I'm not going to argue with it because I didn't play it. Or I played a little bit of it. I've seen quite a bit of it played. I think it has a very deliberate mood to it, but I don't think it. I think the mood and how it sounds and the way and the music and how it presents itself is very crucial to that game.
Sure.
But I don't think it'll hold up.
Okay.
Anyone else? Didn't play it.
I haven't played it.
I looked at it.
Okay.
Like we were talking about the soundtrack or whatever being more related to the game. Like, I doubt the sound effects are. From what I saw, at least I don't remember anything distinctive.
They're pretty plain, if I remember right. But that's kind of part of it. Is the minutia.
Okay. Michael, you do one, and then I'll go over what we have left.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall on my own sword and say Battlefield 1.
Okay.
So you finally come around.
I kind of want to stop you from doing that, but I can't because that's your thing and not mine.
There's just too much left.
Yeah.
That's so good that
Sure.
I can't be like, they did the thing that they always do, and it's great. And
Yeah. it's nothing like
Alright.
terribly new or different or like super
Okay.
unique. So I feel you.
Alright.
all right.
Okay, so let me read off what we have left.
Oh,
Hyperlight
man.
Drifter, Doom, Super Hot, Thumper, Oxenfree, Devil Daggers, and Overwatch.
This is gonna be tough.
let me run a top 3 by y'all and see how you feel. Doom, Thumper, Overwatch.
No.
No.
Can we
Okay.
all agree that Thumper's gone?
Yes.
Okay.
I want people. I haven't played it, but I've seen enough of it to know that game has very, very amazing audio design.
Yeah.
Like, it's something.
Sure.
It's something that should really be recognized. But I don't know how much of us have played Thumper.
I've watched enough of it, I think.
Yeah, we've all watched it. I think.
I think it just
Yeah.
gets repetitive. Like,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
didn't notice a bunch of a difference beyond the first few levels.
Yeah.
And I know the music changes, but it seems like those mechanical, like, metal on metal sounds just don't change enough for me.
I feel like a lack of experience with it for especially the 4 of us here is a reason we should cut it.
Yeah. But also, like, audio design is that game.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that means it automatically wins.
Yeah.
It just means it gets a leg up. All right.
Okay.
See you, Thumper.
I can't believe we just cut Thumper for best sound design.
I mean, this list
It's
is
video game
This
choose
is a,
game
this
of
is
the
a
year.
fucking list, though. This is
this
some
list
stuff.
just Overwatch, Devil Daggers, Oxenfree? I think it is.
Over Doom?
Yeah.
I would be more inclined to go with Scott for Hyper Light Drifter than Devil Daggers.
I really want Hyper Light Drifter on there.
Let me give you a taste of the creepy, weird, terrible noises that come out in Devil
terrible
Daggers.
is exactly what I think of Devil Daggers. So
What?
yeah,
Wow.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh, well, everyone has a bad opinion about something.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I know. I just had to hear you with Battlefield 1 and stuff. So
Whoa. Fucking claws, guys.
Alright. Let's take a
Listen
listen.
to the gross noises that game makes.
Ooh.
And then a lot of those noises also telegraph what enemies are coming and
Yeah.
from where. And since they come out from the darkness, you need to hear it.
Shit.
Like,
Yeah.
you have to play that game with headphones. practically.
High level play of this game is like it is just listening to sounds,
Yeah.
basically.
And reacting. And then the,
Uh-huh.
the disgusting noises those things make.
Yeah, I mean, I would take this over Doom because this is like the theory
Yeah.
of Doom, but like amplified by 10.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it steals it from Doom.
We can.
I
Cut,
think
It
so,
steals
we
it
can at
and
least-
does it better.
We can cut Doom. I'm gonna say we can cut Super Hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we have Hyperlight Drifter, Devil Daggers, Oxenfree, and Overwatch.
So are we essentially all saying Overwatch is in?
Yes,
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think Overwatch is fantastic and absolutely deserves it.
Okay.
pretty much exactly what Ryan said.
Someone make an argument for Oxenfree.
Yeah,
Listen,
please.
that entire game is based around sound design.
Yeah.
So
You
from the
give-
beginning, yeah?
Give us some examples.
So from the beginning, the whole premise is you go out onto this island with your friends, and you have this little radio. And your friend tells you when you're on the beach, like, hey, this cave has this really weird thing where if you go up to these rocks or whatever, you can hear, like, weird things on the radio. And you do that, and then if you look at the video that Niall sent,
I'll share that here.
you'll be able to see if it said in the video what that does when you do that.
This fucking video title.
It's real.
If characters would only shut up.
Wow.
I like that it affects the visuals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so all of it's like that. So after you do this part in the cave, everything in the island's messed up. So sound gets kind of weird for some things, but with the radio, it stays like the core mechanic. Like whenever you see a light source, you can go up to it, and if the light source has like any red in it, you can start tuning the radio to do stuff like that. And it always does like that really impactful like tuning noise as you do it. Even when you're not doing that, you can tune through the radio in every area and it will play a different thing, like a radio station. Like it'll either play like 1930s war propaganda because it's at an abandoned military base. It'll play like music from like the 20s. Sometimes it'll just be people talking, clips from movies, stuff like that. But there'll always be like weird things about them to really add to the unease of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna say it should be Oxenfree Devil Daggers Overwatch, and I think after watching that video, I think Oxenfree takes it.
It's really
I agree
good.
with the first part.
So
Okay.
let me keep going. Okay, listen. In the game, the way that the thing talks to you, as you can see in that video, is through like just cut together radio noises. And that's really cool. And
yeah,
then like
that's what I'm saying. I think that's really
the
neat.
puzzles are all dependent on sound too. Like use the radio to like open this door or whatever through like call. What was it was like receive and send and receive stations or something.
response,
Yeah, that
or-
was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you like do that, and it's just like at one point there's a scavenger hunt you do with the radio where you have to tune into certain frequencies. At certain areas, and then you'll hear like what's that? Not Morse code, but like the phonetic readout of words, like where they're like Charlie, Kilo,
Right.
Yeah. Like a number station.
yeah,
Dude.
like that, and you have to like piece together those words to find out where things are. It's just like
You win. I think it's Oxenfree Devil Daggers Overwatch.
Do me
Okay.
a favor, like just watch the straight up beginning of this Hyperlight Drifter video, just the main menu.
All right.
This game plays best with a controller.
It does play best with a controller.
I play
But-
best with the controller.
But it's like
Yeah.
even in these small bits, like every single little detail about this game, like every single little audio detail is just so fucking specific. Like
My only problem with Hyperlight Drifter, it's not to say I don't like the sound. Like that's the fucking problem with these awards is like we're shitting on games. that
no,
are
no,
actually
no, no,
really
no, no.
good.
These are all fantastic.
Yeah, but
Like
my problem
just
is like
listen to him
hold-
inputting his name.
My problem is that Oxenfree, Devil Daggers, and Overwatch, the sound design isn't just like good.
Yeah,
It's
it's part
key.
part
of the
Yeah,
gameplay.
it's key to
Yeah.
the game.
yeah.
Whereas Hyperlight
Okay.
Drifter, I feel like even if those sounds were generic, that game would still pretty much be what that game is. It
I
just
don't
adds
know.
a little
I don't,
to the atmosphere.
I don't feel like it would have the identity it does without the
I
music,
think
without the
I
sound.
think the music is most of it for me, anyways.
I agree with
But
Michael,
the-
but in a sense that like I think Scott is right in the sense that like Hyperlight Drifter's sound design is great, but I feel like it just pushes it to be better. I feel like Oxenfree, Devil Daggers, and Overwatch, like its sound design, all those games' sound designs, like they are so integral to the gameplay and they are so integral to making what you're doing important and impactful that like I think Hyperlight Drifter is its mechanics, it is its gameplay, it is its
Music.
it is its music.
right.
There is a lot of other different things with Hyperlight Drifter, and I feel like its sound design is not what stands out.
Yeah.
I
It's-
disagree. I think that's one of the biggest aspects of it, but I know you guys are pretty set on these three, so
Yeah,
Okay.
and Niall and Ryan voted for Oxenfree and Overwatch. And I
Okay.
think Rose likes Oxenfree. So
Oh yeah.
maybe I don't know.
Scott,
I'm
You don't
Oh,
have
okay.
to. You don't have to reassure me. I understand.
I was gonna say that I think that if we ever did a theoretical best presentation like you positioned, I think that would definitely be Hyperlight Drifter. But I don't think like it's strong enough on its own for sound design
Okay.
to win for
Yeah.
sound design.
okay.
All right. So our winners are
Well, what's number one? I'm gonna say Oxenfree, but I would not be upset if
I
y'all
would say
wanted Overwatch.
Oxenfree.
I would say Overwatch.
Niall
Oh,
says
no.
Oxenfree, Ryan says Overwatch, and I kind of leaning towards Overwatch.
Okay, so is it
Hold
okay?
on.
So is it
I was
Is
going
it
to say
3 and
that
3?
I was going to it would be 3 and 3, but I was going to say that if Oxenfree is that integral to the experience,
It really
that
is.
I would vote Oxenfree
I
because
think like
Okay.
Overwatch, like Ryan said, it is like when you hear it's high noon, but you also hear when you hear his pistol and revolver shooting, it's him. When you hear the soldier's gun, it's the soldier's gun. Like all of that, like gives you an idea of stuff.
Here's
definitely.
another
It's a close
thing.
second.
Here's another thing I'll say. You can play Overwatch without listening to it, like not great, but you can just keep the volume low, listen to like music or a podcast or something, and then just absolutely chill out in that regard. You can't do that with Oxenfree. That is very integral to that.
Or Devil Daggers. Like I would
but
still need
Oxenfree's
need the sound up on Overwatch because like once you hear nerf this, you need to fucking run.
Yeah.
All right, so
our winner for best sound design is Oxenfree with
Hell
runners
yeah.
up Devil Daggers and Overwatch.
I did it.
All right, folks. Yeah. Congratulations, Oxenfree.
2 down,
All right, holly ollie.
2 more.
So we're on to who doggy. Best visuals.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I don't. When did this? When did
We can
this
cut
list-
like all of this. Just all
All
of
right,
it.
let's. All right.
Listen, I'll take your Battlefield 1 hate. All right, but
Shh. Okay, so our list for best visuals is Firewatch, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Super Hot, Hyper Light Drifter, Fury, Battlefield 1, Doom, Sorcery, Banner Saga 2, Darkest Dungeon, Valhalla, Hitman, Uncharted 4, Mafia 3, Thumper, Dragon Quest Builders, Virginia, World of Final Fantasy, Gears of War 4, Blue Revolver. I think, is Hyper Light Drifter on here twice? No. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
yeah,
I'll,
okay.
I'll delete it. The second
Okay.
one.
All right. Final Fantasy 15, Watch Dogs 2, Let It Die, Steep, and Dark Souls 3. All right. So
We're gonna be here a bit.
that is 26 things. Oh, don't worry that we are going to be here for a little while for the next one.
Yeah.
All right. So
real quick,
okay.
this is not just what looks really good 1080p 4K 60 frames that plays into it, but it's also a little bit of art, a little bit of just style. So
best visuals.
Yeah.
It is the best. These are the best games to look at.
yeah, so like Firewatch probably is not going to beat Battlefield 1 in PC specs, bro.
Yeah.
Gaben, man, like, but it still looks really good.
Gaben. All right.
You want me to read off
Yes,
Niall and
please.
Ryan's?
Please. Yes.
For Ryan, he says, I ain't touching this one. And for Niall, he votes Mirror's Edge Catalyst. He says it's the best combination of technical and artistic visuals of the year, and I'm not just saying that. The game is gorgeous and looks like nothing else. Firewatch and Thumper would be my runners up.
Okay. Rose, you cut first.
So, I'm gonna say Deus Ex first because it looks pretty, but it looks pretty. That's it. Like
That's kind of it.
it just
Alright,
like
yeah,
makes
we
me
got
go
no
like,
problem with that.
oh man, like I'm in awe at how pretty this looks. It's just sort of like, yeah, that looks nice.
It looks like Deus Ex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
It looks like Human Revolution up-resed a little bit.
All right, it's my turn, and I'm going to do a nice, easy one. World of Final Fantasy.
Hey,
All those chibis look like shit, Rose.
no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No.
They look kind of bad, Rose. They
I
look.
don't like them. I don't like them.
They
Rose,
look like Funko Pops.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. Don't
Yeah, they do.
say
Yes,
that.
they do.
They do.
Rose, I'm with you on this. It is.
Thank you,
I
Scott.
think it looks nice. You should cut it.
I don't think it
I
looks
think
bad.
you should cut it too.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think it
just
looks
that. Look, especially on the PS4 version, it looks beautiful. Like the environments all look like cartoonish, but like really well done. Like they're
Yeah,
bright
of course.
colors. There's like they combined. You know the village at the beginning of Final Fantasy IV. If you've played Final Fantasy IV, anyone here?
Yeah.
Okay, they combined
course.
that with the cyberpunk city from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
pretty-
The best one with
I
one of
think-
the worst ones.
No, it's really cute. Like,
Great.
because it's like they just combine it. It's good. Trust me. Like, all the environments are cute. I like all the monsters are really cute. Even if you think that the chibis look bad, which you're a fool for saying that, but like the monsters all look really cute. Like the way they get like bigger or whatever. It's I just really like that game.
It's a shame.
But I agree that it should be cut.
Okay.
All right. Scott's turn.
Yeah. No, Michael. Your
Oh.
turn.
I'll do it myself. Gears of War 4.
Okay.
That game looks better than you would expect a Gears of War 4 game to look. It being only on the Xbox One, I bet that gave them a little more focus, but it has some moments that just have great skyboxes. Like it has this recurring storm, like these like wind storms that have lightning in them. And when you look at the storm from far away, it just looks gorgeous.
Sure.
Unfortunately, it does go back to the muddy, or not the muddy textures, but like the muddy colors one too many times. But in between there are some really great, colorful environments. It's a shame that they can't do that for an entire game.
Yeah. All right, Scott, your turn.
Banner Saga 2.
Sure.
You know, I played it. The game looks great. Like, I don't know. I'll toss in some gameplay just in case everyone needs a
Yeah,
reminder
sure.
of how fucking great Banner Saga looks. It looks the same as the first one. If you go ahead and skip ahead a little bit, even like the cutscenes, that's how the game looks. If you skip ahead to about like 2 minutes, you can see some
yeah,
of the
art
dialogue.
style is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can say bad about it is it still looks like Banner Saga, which is to say it's fucking incredible. Like that's not the art style it's going for. That's how everything looks. And when you get to the grid battles, the art style still looks like that. And the big guys lumber and like everything just looks. It looks like a Viking like tapestry. It doesn't look real. It just looks like something you would see in a museum that someone painted years ago of real life.
I almost don't want to cut it yet, but
Yeah.
if y'all aren't that, like if Scott and Rose, if y'all aren't too crazy about it, then sure.
I think there are some easier cuts on this
I
list.
think I can do a different pick, yeah.
Yeah.
Much easier cuts. Like half the
How
list.
how about Mafia 3?
Yeah. I can get
Yeah,
behind
I mean
that.
that's a nice that's a AAA looking game.
Yeah.
It's you know.
It has the flaws of an open world game, and that so it can't really muster the force that like a Gears of War 4 can in a linear game. So
Yeah.
it does look good on a good running PC from what it seems.
All right, Rose, you're up. Should I read what we have real quick?
No,
while
let's
you
go
think?
through
No,
another.
there's
there's
a
too
lot.
many.
Let's keep
There's
going.
too many.
Okay.
Yeah, we
fair
can't
enough,
read
fair
like
enough.
another 22 and then another 18.
Fair enough.
Can we say Hitman?
Is Hitman even on this?
Yeah, Hitman's
Yes.
on it.
I didn't put it on
It's
here.
under Valhalla.
I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think Hitman belongs here. I think
Yeah.
No.
it's the same thing as Mafia. It's
It
a AAA game.
It has its own style.
Yeah, and I think all the environments
does.
are pretty because it's very different, obviously, between episode to episode. But
yeah,
The menu's really slick.
yeah,
yeah, like the menu, other than a couple things, is designed really well. I think. I think some of the levels look great. The Japanese level, when you're in the like snowbound hospital, looks incredible. But then you go to like Colorado, which is the one before it, and it is brown. There's a barn. It's brown. There's brown stuff. There's a brown house. It's brown inside. It's brown. And then Marrakesh is a little bit of the same. It's a lot of browns. So
Okay.
the game doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look great.
All right. I'm next, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna do my thing again, and I'm gonna say goodbye. Let it die.
I let it die.
Yeah, I know.
man.
I'm sorry. Like that game has a real God. Like
we can revisit it next year. We can revisit it next year.
Yeah, I was gonna try to capture some footage, but the way that my room is set up, it's not exactly suited for that. But yeah, like there's a lot of really neat like aesthetic choices that they make. Like they set the game up as a game within a game, where you're basically entering like a VR scape to control an actual human being, just to have like let them die and be reborn again over and over. And it's real fucked up, but in like a Suda 51 cheeky way. And I don't know. There's so many like little like 80s like motifs moments.
So
like
good.
they have that like that blue triangle with like the Space Harrier ass thing like that everyone was making memes out of a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I think that game is really gorgeous, but I'm not gonna. I don't
think that game looks that good. I think its aesthetics are good. I don't think its visuals are necessarily amazing, but I love how like the design of the visuals. I love the character design. Like Uncle Death is great. I love the fighting. I don't remember the fighting game guy, but I love how he's designed. How he's got his like throw underneath a hat. Yeah, but the
pulls
level
tips out from it.
The first level you start in is just plain. It's all like this like sewer-esque, and you're gonna this does not even compete.
Sure,
it has cool aesthetic, but I don't think that even comes anywhere near it. So,
all right.
My turn.
Michael,
when you're not
Michael,
paying attention, Uncle Death will change what kind of sunglasses he's wearing, and it's so good.
Like I said, we'll talk about Uncle Death later. Michael, your turn.
Dark Souls 3. Get this shit off of here.
I have a very impassioned video that I need to show you.
Does Dark Souls 3 look any different from Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne,
please watch this.
Or anything else?
Please watch this.
Oh boy. This looks like Dark Souls.
Cool.
Holy
it
shit.
Looks like you're floating in clouds.
Yes, because you're in the middle of the fucking storm. And this is also compared to how this area normally looks, which you can see at the end of the video. It's like after you ring a bell, and there's this cutscene where the storm starts to like pick up and everything. Like this is the Nameless King fight, by the way, if people were curious. But like after all of like this great like bell ringing, the storm starts to pick up. Before this place is just like bright and sunny, and it takes this huge dramatic shift, and then you walk through this giant fog wall, and you get faced with this man on a dragon.
This looks like Dark Souls.
This just like it looks like a better Dark Souls that looks like Dark Souls, which is to say, there's still
so
great.
Rad.
There's still great enemy design. I think it still looks unique, but that's just a slightly better looking Dark Souls.
Yeah,
it's running on better hardware. Great.
It may be my situation since I played Bloodborne after it, but Bloodborne is just way more memorable to me.
Absolutely, I absolutely
Dark
agree.
Souls.
Bloodborne is way better, but like I feel like just saying, "Oh, it's just Dark Souls again," absolutely discounts the things this game does.
Oh no,
way better than the other ones.
But some of the things you just described aren't like. There's some of the things they played with the aesthetic. Like I don't know, just
every little detail about this fight is really impressive to me. Especially the part like where he's riding on the dragon. Well, like the second half of the fight, all of his attacks are like so well animated. I think it's really good.
I just think like
fucking Dark Souls.
With how distinctive like Bloodborne made itself, like I found it hard for me to care about like how like this would just look like Dark Souls again. Like they had a lot of options in making it more like different, I think, but they did just make it Dark Souls again. Like Dark Souls 2 tried things, I think. Like Dark Souls 2 at least tried to go for like some weird like not cartoony but like more bright colors.
Yeah.
And I think that at least set it apart, but this was just like, remember Dark Souls 1? Still love it, but
yeah, like honestly, even though it looks better, it still to me just looks like the original art from Demon Souls. Like they've added some color and the sun shines a little bit more, but It's still a dude in armor running around.
I think you're crazy, but that's fine.
Me too, but at you.
Yeah,
I support you, Scott, because I love Me the Souls, but at the same time, it's just like I said, Bloodborne makes me go like,
right,
they could have done
keep-
more.
Yeah,
we gotta
yeah,
keep
okay.
going.
Yeah.
These
Okay.
are long.
So Scott, you do yours, and then I'll read what we have left.
Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Sure.
I think I put that game on there.
Yeah, because no one else played it.
Yeah. Fair enough. That game is more than just another AAA like pretty game because there are some really great environments in that game. Like there's some really gorgeous like temple areas. I mean, obviously, I really love how I'm trying to remember the secret city is. I don't remember the name of the fucking city. I played that game so long ago. That was how many months ago did that come out?
Is it any different than the other Uncharted's, or is it just like again on different hardware? But look at this city; it looks just as good.
It has pretty filters, if I recall. Like you can put filters over the game, and it like.
Well, yeah, there's that, but I do think that there is more of a there are more slightly modern areas. But you are right. You know, if we are going to cut Dark Souls 3 for being way too similar to the other games, then yeah, we can cut Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
I'm not that upset about it. Like, I'm not really defending it. I'm just saying it is still a very good looking game.
It's not even that Dark Souls and Uncharted are too similar to their previous ones. It's more that, like, you just look at it and go like, "Yep, that's that
Seen
game."
it before. Yeah.
Yep, like you're not impressing me. It technically
Gotcha.
it might have the best visuals, but it's like, yeah, sure, okay
Yeah,
then.
no, I gotcha. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me just read what is up with
What's left.
have. What's left? Yes.
Yeah, use your words.
I'm sorry. Ugh. We have Firewatch, Mirror's Edge, Super Hot, Hyper Light Drifter, Fury, Battlefield 1, Doom, Sorcery, Banner Saga 2, Darkest Dungeon, Valhalla, Thumper, Dragon Quest Builders, Virginia, Blue Revolver, Final Fantasy 15, Watch Dogs 2, and Steep.
Still some fat on that piece of meat.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Rose, cut some off and throw it in the garbage. What do you got?
Steep.
Yeah, please. Please.
That game looks gorgeous, and I like the way like even the snow deforms and stuff. But
It's a mountain.
But I could just go play
it's one note.
SSX or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's one note. It looks good,
Yeah.
but it's a one note looks good. So
It's my turn now.
you went out of order though, because you jumped and did Uncharted 4, didn't you? Or was that Scott's?
No, I did Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Scott. Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
It's okay.
Wow.
All right, so
Let's just
it's
move.
my turn now. Watch Dogs.
I have so much I can say about Watch Dogs. I have like three
Does it
separate
usually
videos here.
Is this like Mafia 3 where some of it looks good, but then
No.
others just looks bad?
I feel like this game has a very distinct visual identity, and it's
I'll
not
give it
just.
that.
It's not
I
just.
don't. I don't agree with you because everything I see of it, if I just look at it out of the corner of my eye, is that Grand Theft Auto? Oh no, it's Watch Dogs.
So these are the recruitment videos that play throughout the game. They're really corny, but like aesthetically, they're kind of really cool.
How often do these play compared to the hours upon hours you're running around in the
before
city?
like every main mission? And they're like very prominent, and that aesthetic is found in so many different places. It's not just the videos themselves. It took me a while to find a video of like the first hacker space you go to, which are like your little domains, your little spots. But I did find one, and it is in German.
How much of this is the game though, and how much of it is
a
I'm
lot of
driving
it.
my car?
A lot of I feel like
No,
that
I mean, like,
aesthetic is in a lot of the
percentage.
game. You can
I mean, like
you,
percentage.
You can,
like, is
when
this
you're
the majority of the game, or is this like occasionally this pops up?
You can apply this aesthetic to anything you want. Like, there are plenty of parts where you are straight up painting parts of the town. You can skin all your cars to have this same aesthetic. You can, like, the weapons themselves are really like, colorful and stuff. Skip to, in the video I just linked, skip to 5:15 and you'll see what I mean.
Okay, I want to immediately, like, I support you, Scott. but I want to immediately remove it just because of what I just saw in this video.
The meme
Which one?
face.
The meme face.
But the meme faces too are kind of like, I feel like they kind of add to the charm because they're not even meme faces.
No,
they're like
you're
they're
wrong.
like they're fake meme
Look
faces.
at that.
You're wrong. Any meme face is bad meme face.
I feel like it fits the identity of the characters.
It does, but I also don't want to fuck around with it. It's like, I know that there are people who go on Reddit and aren't bad people, but I still kind of don't want to hang out with them sometimes. Okay.
Like, no, I'm not saying this game looks bad, but to me, every time I see this game, I'll see that stuff that you're talking about, and then I see half an hour of driving around a really good affectation of San Francisco.
And
but
even
it's still
that
just,
part of it is like fucking fantastic.
But it's still just you driving around.
But I feel like those two things complement each other really well, and I think it's worth considering. But you know what? If I'm the only person defending it, then you can go ahead and cut it.
I think my issue with it is specifically watching. I've started watching an LP of it yesterday, and the characters and their animations all look really stiff. Like that's
really.
I mean, it's a AAA. For me, it did at least. Like I was watching the opening.
No, go ahead.
Just during the opening cutscene when they're all on the beach, like it was just like, whew, okay. This looks like Assassin's Creed 2 still.
I feel like the like normal animations, are kind of a little stiff, but their facial animations and the way they react to each other, especially Marcus, who has like, I feel like he has some of the best like facial animations I've seen in a long time in a game. Like the way he'll like very subtly react to things during cutscenes is super impressive.
My major thing is, would the occasional aesthetic hold up?
It's not occasional. It's like it's so in your face. It's there every time you open your phone. It's there every time someone calls you.
Okay. Would this hold up against some of the things that are on this list, like Whole Hog, some of the entire designs that are left on this list?
I think it's really unique, and I think it should be considered.
I guess we can keep it on for now, but I personally, from what I've seen of it over and over again, it's just like Grand Theft Auto, but we added these wacky kind of meme stuff, but it's not as bad as the first one, and we added more colors, so at least that's good.
I think it is kind of like a lame, corny aesthetic, but it's also an aesthetic that defines one of the characters in your main crew, like the person who actually does this design. I think it's really integral to the game.
Well, I'd say we keep it for now then, and then just cut something else.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll just save myself some effort. I feel bad, I guess, but Blue Revolver.
Yeah, that was coming anyways.
Yeah, I love the art in that game, but it is very much. It's very much that I like the artist that did all the character design for that game, and I don't know, like I mean the ships are just spaceships, and I mean it's nice to look at. Don't get me wrong, but you know it's a shmup, and if you're not really into that guy's character design, then you're not gonna like how that game looks. So, you know, whatever. I'm sorry, Woofy Cakes. I couldn't convince them.
I mean, I'm fine with that. It's anime shmup. It's, you know.
Yeah.
It's cut.
I think it looks nice. I'm just saying.
Okay. It's gone. Let's move on.
All right. So, Michael, your turn.
I'm gonna follow my own sword and say Battlefield 1.
Oh.
Okay.
That game looks great, like Battlefield games tend to, but I don't think with everything else that's on here, it holds up.
Okay.
It's just game looks fantastic, and I bet it looks even better on some high-end PCs, but everything else on here just has stronger art design and doesn't play fucking White Stripes songs over their fucking commercials.
All right. Next up is Scott.
I'm not necessarily saying to cut this, but I need like a refresher on how Mirror's Edge Catalyst looks.
It looks like Mirror's Edge, but fancier.
Mirror's Edge looks nice.
Yeah. So.
It's been a while. I'll grab a YouTube video, but it's a little bit a little more colorful Like you're like when you're in the skyscrapers, you see more color than just like the plain white or not plain white. The white is pretty striking, but you see more. Oh, I have to actually fucking type in no commentary. So I don't want to hear some asshole scream.
I can just mute it.
The colors really pop. Oh, here's the entire game.
Oh, good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
How long is that game?
Apparently, according to this, 7 hours.
I believe that.
Sounds about right, yeah.
When I was looking at it, I think when Scott linked that Dark Souls video, I saw over on the right that someone had already made a video of all of Dead Rising 4's cutscenes, and that game came out today.
Same thing with Final Fantasy 15. It was like, okay.
I'm really glad YouTube is taking down and monetizing our wrestling video for Val Venus's theme, but entire gameplay can't get taken down.
Jeez. I think Mirror's Edge stays on, at least for now. That game has such an interesting art style,
it does.
It's gorgeous.
It looks
that game
like
is gorgeous.
kind of what Deus Ex is going for, but more. Like, really.
Yeah,
like,
they kind of nail it. I feel like...
Yeah.
I also, like... I just saw... I forget her name, the main character.
Faith.
Yeah, she did, like, a roll, and there was a really nice shine on the ground when she did, and I think that's neat. This
Also, the
looks
art,
really
like,
good.
the red on things indicates what you can climb up. Like, the art and how it looks integrates with how you play really well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Sure.
Just like
it's
the
got
first
some
one.
really bold colors. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Alright.
How about Darkest Dungeon?
Sure.
I really like how it looks.
I like that game's aesthetic, but also, it's just Hellboy.
Sure.
No.
They
What
just-
are you talking about? No.
No, I mean, it's literal. They literally
Like
stole
comic Hellboy?
what's his name's. Yeah, it's
Oh.
literally his art style.
Yeah, okay. Not like
Yeah.
the movies. Like, what
No.
the fuck
No.
are you talking about?
No.
Yeah. Like, no, you're a crazy person. Yeah, I mean,
think-
it's really
that game's
gothic,
cool.
and I think it has really good art. But, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that was Scott. So, Rose, your turn.
Michael, it's that time again.
Uh-oh.
Fucking bring it.
Dragon Quest Builders.
You're a crazy person.
Those
You're
chibis
a
look like
crazy
Funko
person.
Pops. I don't know. They just look bad.
I didn't see that.
I just...
I didn't say that, Johnson.
Yes, well, you...
Bang bang.
I haven't seen a lot of Dragon Quest Builders, but from what I have seen, it hasn't like blown me away.
It's...
I'll really
It
look
hasn't
at
blown
Have
that.
you ever
away.
seen Chibi Toriyama art? It's that.
Yeah.
Which is good art, but you know.
So what the game does really well is it has that cubed world to it, and then it, unlike Minecraft, it has the normal, like the monsters, what the people look like, the big bosses, all of that doesn't look cubed. So it's able to create the cubed world of all the blocks you need to make, but then when you make something, it doesn't look like that. So it kind of adds this weird, like, I'm in this fantasy world, but that monster is really big and really huge. And then when it does shift the art style, there's some good transitions between like just running around the world and then major battles, like boss battles. There's just sudden transitions, and you've gone from looking at this block world to like fucking dope ass art just coming at you. So we can get rid of it, but that game has a look to it that is unique to it.
I'd have to see more of what you're describing because that does sound really cool. But like,
Problem is
I'm
that
not-
the boss
yeah.
battles only happen like 4 or 5 times in the entire game.
sure, I'm just not seeing it in what you're showing. It just looks like Minecraft, but with Toriyama art. Like,
Yeah. I agree with Scott. Let's cut
Yeah,
it.
it's fine with going.
Okay, after Scott is Rose.
That was me.
Rose cut.
That was me.
Rose. Okay,
Quest.
I'm sorry. Okay, so after Rose is me. I'm gonna go for
Getting to toughies.
yeah, this is tough.
There's there's a couple.
I know. This is I'm gonna throw this out here because this is kind of a personal preference thing, but I don't really like how Firewatch looks.
I think
You're
her
a crazy person.
Firewatch
I will
looks
agree with-
great.
I will agree with John on this because I think the visuals aren't what stick out to me about that game.
I think the visuals are unique. I think that I completely would understand people who say that they think it's good. I'm just not really into it. I appreciate what they're going for, but like that whole like it's very just it's flat. It's a very flat game.
But it reinforces the narrative because you're
I
not
think
meant
so.
to focus like the art's meant to like visually keep you busy, but like you're supposed to focus on the voice acting and the story that's unveiling. You're not meant to be like these trees look real. You're meant to just go to the next part of the story and live everything out.
The more that I think about it, I feel like we should have nominated Firewatch for best sound design. But
Well, that's behind us.
whatever.
Yeah.
I should have done that earlier
The
today.
fact that we didn't do it, I think that speaks volumes.
well,
And I'm just gonna say real quick, the way that you described that is fine, but I feel like that argument was more for Firewatch winning best writing instead of best visuals
Yeah.
because you basically just said, you don't have to look at it. It's more important that you listen to it for the story.
that's not what I said. I said that
Yeah,
the visual.
that's what
I said that the visuals are something to look at, but not like busy and realistic. They are plain but artistic enough that keep you like entertained, so that you explore more. Also, it kind of makes it, because it does have some stunning moments in it, like just like little scenes that you approach in the forest. It makes like you do stop for a second and go like, oh, this looks cool. And then you go forward and experience. Like, I didn't play a lot of it because I couldn't, like, the story was too close to home and I couldn't go further, but I have seen plenty past it.
yeah.
And there's a moment at the beginning that you approach like I think like a downed log or something, and just like coming around the corner of the forest and just looking ahead, it just looked like a serene forest scene, and I couldn't play it on great settings. So even on my dinky computer, it was like, this looks good. And then I could casually, slowly walk through it and enjoy it until the next part of the story triggered. I think if you want to cut it, that's fine, but I would rather cut some of these other games way before Firewatch.
Yeah, I really, really fucking like how Firewatch looks.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite looking games all year.
All right, I'll leave Firewatch alone for now, but
And
I will.
Niall also votes for Firewatch in his thing.
All right,
so.
all right. I will sheath my katana and then I will turn and I will pop it out. I will Jetstream Sam that shit and pop it back out on fire for Virginia.
Sure.
Sure.
I keep coming at Virginia. I feel bad. But you know what? Still, I think that game looks like a lot of those kinds of indie games look, and I understand why they do that. But they like, I've played The Novelist.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel bad, John. If you didn't do it, I was going to do it next anyways.
Okay, all right. So yeah, that's Virginia. Okay, so okay, so that was me. So Michael, you go ahead next.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Banner Saga 2. I'm glad it lasted this long, but it is more of the same, and I just, looking at what's left, it's not going to keep going.
Okay. And Scott.
So, I feel like I'm the only person here really impassioned for Fury, so I think I'm going to cut that because there are times in that game just plain doesn't look good.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next one. Cause
I do want to show you one thing real quick. Just to get my point across about it.
Well, if you're gonna cut it, like, we can look at it later.
This is an audio podcast.
All right. There are like really fantastic transitions between like combat and cutscene, like mid battle, and I think that stuff is fantastic. Okay. And that should absolutely be recognized.
All right, let me read what we have left here. Okay, so we have Firewatch, Mirror's Edge, Super Hot, Hyper Light Drifter, Doom, Sorcery, Valhalla, Thumper, Final Fantasy 15, and Watch Dogs 2. Okay, that is 1, 2... Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 9, 10. We have 10. So let's do another round. Rose.
I see 3 of those that can go.
I'm gonna say super hot. Wait, no. I'm not going to say super
crazy.
hot
Okay.
yet.
Up.
I'm going to say Doom.
I will agree.
I think Doom looks good, but it looks good in the same way Wolfenstein looked good, as in it's an HD version of Doom. Like,
Which
I
is
wouldn't
also,
simplify
like-
it that much.
I think
I
that's
think-
also a really impressive technical feat as well. Like,
yeah,
it looks
definitely.
amazing.
The
I don't-
translation
I
of like
think
the
that's-
revenants and stuff. Like,
I think that's simplified because like the monsters are completely redesigned and they're redesigned well.
Sure.
And like if you would, I would argue that a lot of it looks the same after a while, but like you see the sand blowing and you like it's not just we up-resed all these sprites and they look better. Like that game just looks good and then it runs really well. And I think stability is key to that fast-paced Doom gameplay.
I also think
also-
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but I'm fine with cutting it.
Okay, yeah. Because I was going to say, like, I think the structure areas look nice, but they all kind of look the same. And when you get to Hell, that's a really nice transition as well. But then
Yeah.
after a while, all of Hell starts to look the same, too.
why wasn't it
They've-
red? Why wasn't it red?
Why wasn't it red?
'Cause Mars was all red.
let's cut.
They vary it up. I think there's some like indoor outdoor stuff they do with both areas, but I think more of it is that the campaign is pretty long,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then that kind of hurts the idea. And you revisit some places. So
Okay. My turn. All right.
still some fat.
I know, but Michael, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go for sorcery.
I was gonna do it. So
Oh, there we go.
Sorcery has its own art style, and it's not for everybody. I think
I really appreciate what they went for with that game. With like, I mean, I like for how simple it is. It's also very enrapturing, and the drawings that they do for everything for as you're reading is incredible. But it is still a very text-heavy game with a map, and it's just it's
that
very
map is
simple.
dope because it has
It is.
it's contoured, so you can when you zoom
Yeah.
in, you see that the hills are hills, even though they're you're looking down on a map.
No, no. Don't get me wrong. It's very impressive for what it is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hang.
No, and all the drawings come from the original book, and if they don't, they recreated that like
The art style.
too detailed fantasy art from the 80s.
Yeah.
that has like no color because color didn't cost too much now. Still, like fucking everyone should see that game and try out that game.
Yeah, it is like Chooch's Dark Horse game, like right now.
It is not my
do
dark
you
horse.
feel comfortable cutting it now, then? Like,
Yes.
feel-
Yeah, no,
okay,
definitely.
sure.
Yeah.
There's just too much other stuff with its own
I was
strong
really
art.
impressed with how the game looked.
Yeah.
I mean, me too. But
They just don't utilize it well. Like even the
Okay.
fight, you're just dragging your dude back
Sure,
and forth,
sure.
or your
Yeah.
lady. And a lot of the art is introduced in the middle of text, like it would be in a book, like on a page.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just not utilized as well as it could be.
Okay. Michael, or no? Wait. Yeah, Michael.
How many do you have left? 2, 4.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4,
6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15.
All right, so
Okay.
hey, buddy,
I haven't seen a lot of it.
look at this chocobo.
It's a really nice looking.
Look at that
chocobo.
chocobo. That's what they look like all the time.
Yep. I think the modern interpretations of a lot of old Final Fantasy stuff is super well done in that game. I think that
right,
world looks amazing. I think the shitty car
Michael.
looks amazing. I think your
hold on,
boys
Michael,
look
wait,
amazing.
Hold on,
Okay,
please
okay,
stop.
yes.
There are only 8 left, so we are now like vying for the things that will be left.
Look at this
So-
food.
Yeah.
No, no,
All
I've seen.
the
I've seen.
food looks amazing.
I know. Please listen. Stop talking about the fucking food in Final Fantasy. We have 8 left. Look at this list. Does it hang? Do you think this? What I'm asking now is this one of the best 3 looking games of the year?
I think absolutely.
I think it is.
I also would be okay cutting it.
I'm not okay with cutting it.
You literally just contradicted yourself.
I
You said
know I
yes,
did.
bold. Because
Yeah,
right now,
Scott.
what I'm asking is, are we going to bold this? Not are we going to keep it?
Yeah,
Compared
Scott,
to the
please.
things that are on this list, does this get bolded?
I feel like personally I don't have enough experience with it, but it looks amazing. It's a fantastic looking game.
All right, then I'm cutting Watch Dogs 2 because that game does not hang with what's left on this list.
Yep. All right.
yeah.
You can
Hell
argue,
yeah.
you
That's
can
fine.
argue
That's fine.
aesthetics, and
That's fine.
I like.
That's fine.
I'll buy into
That's
it,
fine.
but
Thank
Yeah,
you,
like
Michael-
these games just have strong.
Michael just
That
swung
was
the bullet
rude.
around.
That was straight up rude. Like
I love it. I love it.
I know what I'm doing.
it was,
All right. Yeah. That was some good shit.
But like,
Rose.
there's 7
Yeah.
left. We need we need to figure out the top 3. Like,
I'm going for Super Hot now. I really am. I
I think that game has a really interesting
I
aesthetic.
think it has an
but
interesting one, but I don't think it like
It's also very flat.
Yeah.
It's also very flat.
yeah. That's how I feel about it
so
too.
we're
like,
cutting Super Hot.
Okay.
So I don't want to like cut anyone off, but is this list essentially Valhalla and Mirror's Edge, and then whatever wins the last one?
well, we haven't talked about Valhalla's
Yeah, we haven't.
aesthetics.
Okay. All right. How about we go over what's left and then we figure it out. real
Okay,
quick.
let me get rid of
Alright.
Super Hot.
Okay. We have Firewatch, Mirror's Edge, Hyperlight Drifter, Valhalla, Thumper, and Final Fantasy 15.
So,
So-
I've played about like I want to say like the first I played like the first day of Valhalla. That's as far as I've gotten. I haven't really seen past that, and it's a pretty looking game. Everything in it though seems kind of flat.
Okay, you
Well,
haven't
that's-
seen
yeah.
you have not seen a good portion of the character
Okay,
design.
sure.
Streamer.
You haven't met Stella. You haven't met. I don't even know if
Streamer
you've met.
is really good.
Show
Yeah,
show
Streaming
me
Chan.
some of these characters.
Okay, let me pull up
what Streaming Chan does is she's always streaming, and then when she comes in, like in Japanese streams, they have all the words that fly across
Here,
the screen. That's
I'll
what
show you.
happens in the game.
I love Streaming Chan. Yeah, there she is. God bless her.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's,
and it happens whenever like it kind of happens like almost constantly, just like a trickle, and then when she does something that just all of a sudden everybody, just like a regular chat room.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, but also like it still feels the same to me. Like
I mean, it's a visual novel. Like
It is,
I don't know what
yeah.
you mean by flat. Like that's like saying Mario feels flat. Yeah, it's 2D. Like,
yeah.
you know, if you say it, like if you mean that it stays like the same for most of it, you're right.
Yeah.
But it does like it breaks things up where you go back to your apartment and like your apartment changes as you buy posters and you can kind of customize it a little. It's just like little hints of stuff that changes throughout.
I just personally don't know if it does enough.
I love
I don't-
Valhalla, but I might be inclined to agree.
I don't like those kinds of games. Generally, the art style, in particular, along with the music, is what kept pulling me along because I wanted to see just who was next, who would come in. The fucking corgi would come in. There's a dude who's a brain in the jar.
I think the characters
it's just
are interesting.
quirky.
I just don't know if the designs are.
I think they are.
I think the designs are, but I think like maybe something to be said about the presentation. Maybe
Yeah.
just
I
like
think the
how it looks
presentation's great.
visually.
think
Like
the presentation's
I
great.
think there are even outside of the bar. I think there are some really interesting presentation choices. Like when you're in Jill's house, you have you see like her sitting there at her table, and then you have her phone on the left side, and you can there's all the different apps that you can go in, and the
Right,
apps
yeah.
are set up differently. Like there's the news app, there's the like 4chan stand-in that she goes on.
Yeah.
There's all the different things that you can go to. There's the scene where she's sitting and drinking with her boss. That's really great.
And it all reinforces like the cyberpunk aesthetic. And
Yeah.
normally with cyberpunk, I just dislike it because it doesn't feel personal. This one feels personal. Like it feels like you are in that setting, but because you know Jill so well and you know everyone else so well, especially the people who work at the bar, like it just reinforces that. It's almost like Cheers in the middle of hell of like, yeah, everything outside this bar kind of sucks and this bar kind of sucks, but these characters are just great, both in terms of writing and how it looks. And
Absolutely.
a lot of the design of the menus reinforces that, like how she's always on her phone. She uses her phone and not a laptop. Like all that kind of reinforces what that game is.
Like I said, I'd have to see more of it, but like I'm still not totally sold on it.
I just think it's like honestly, I just feel like you like those first couple of characters they introduce at the beginning are very, very like they're like the first two guys that you meet are complete shitheads, but there's like a reason why they do that. And
I like.
I mean
like
that's more a writing thing, but you know,
some of them look like they come in and you like before they even say too much, you're kind of eyeing them up like you would at a bar, and it's like, oh, this guy wears a fedora, I'm not gonna like him, or this is a corgi, what do I do? Like, and then the writing responds that way, so the art even reinforces sort of the assumptions you're making, and then the writing furthers that. I think it's one of the best looking games this year.
I'm really into Cyberpunk, so you wouldn't hear me disagree usually. And I really like how Valhalla looks. I mean, I like anime things, if you may surprise you, based on my interests.
I've never heard you talk about anime before. This is a surprise.
But I don't like it does that style and it looks really, really good at it, but like for me personally, I don't know if it does enough.
So then I'll have to go back to like, there are not a lot of games left on this list. What are the top 3? What's everyone's 3? Let's just do that, and then maybe we can all have common ones we cut.
If I had to pick 3,
it
would be Valhalla, Mirror's Edge, and Hyper Light Drifter.
I would go Hyper Light Drifter, Mirror's Edge, and Final Fantasy 15.
Rose?
See, you're trying to make me look like a fool now, because I'm going to say Valhalla, Final Fantasy 15, and Hyper Light Drifter.
So I'm going to gather, since we all say Valhalla, that it's Valhalla for one.
I didn't say Valhalla, but okay.
Oh, well, that's true.
That's still 3. That's still 3 out of the 4. So,
and I like the way Firewatch looks, but I'm not going to sit here and fight a losing battle.
Yeah, and none of us said Thumper. We can cut Thumper.
I was going to say Thumper.
You were going to say Thumper?
Well, what are your 3?
It would have been Valhalla, Thumper, and then I didn't really care about the third. I guess Mirror's Edge, because I get that does have an altogether style that fits it more than some of the others.
I think we should also have Mirror's Edge on this list.
Okay. Does everyone agree with what's on there?
Yeah.
Whatever. Take your stupid Mirror's Edge.
Niall's gonna mute you through this.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
We're gonna be talking to Rose, and she will be this.
Oh wow! I like seeing red on things.
I'm gonna throw my hat in for Hyperlight Drifter because, like, that fucking intro, the sprites, the just the little nuances to everyone, like the animations, like it's so upsetting every time the main character goes into a coughing fit because it's just so visceral.
And
just
how the whole
watching
screen
that
changes,
yeah.
So
yeah, I think it's Hyperlight.
Hell yeah, I don't disagree.
All right,
Rose, any impassioned arguments? Because I guess Thumper is just not going to win this. I haven't played it enough to be like, yeah,
I don't know
Thumper.
how many of us have played Thumper.
Niall has, and I've seen a good chunk of it.
This is tough for me because I like Final Fantasy 15 way more than Hyper Light Drifter cohesively. I think the visuals are amazing. I think in combat it looks incredible, like with all the dashing around and like the light trails across everything. Like it does the same thing that Hyper Light Drifter does, but in 3D. In some cases, but Hyper Light Drifter is 2D. Its whole thing is kind of its visuals and how it presents its story and everything. So whatever, go ahead.
Now you're getting into Game of the Year. Fuck all you. You don't know what real art looks like.
I just want to represent my boys.
I love the boys.
I love
the boys. So what wins?
I mean, sorry, Niall. I don't think it's Mirror's Edge.
You know what I'm gonna say? Y'all aren't gonna see this coming. I think it's Hyperlight.
I saw that coming because I think it's
you're not
Hyper Light
shocked me.
Drifter.
I think it's Hyper Light Drifter as well.
Okay.
One for me, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So the winner of Best Visuals is Hyper Light Drifter with runners-up Mirror's Edge Catalyst and Valhalla. All right, folks.
Can we just
can we take
watch
this-
the intro? Like, let's take a break
No.
just to watch the intro.
Later.
Okay.
No.
Later.
We need to get this done.
Later.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, because
Oh,
we are
this is
on.
gonna be a doozy.
This is the one.
Okay, everybody. I hope you're ready.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break, folks.
All right.
We'll be right back. All right. It's time for the big award today. The What the Fuck Award.
What the fuck?
This award is given to the thing that made us say, what the fuck? Basically the most. Like, when you see... When we heard this, we were like, what the fuck? Huh? What? Or it just made us very angry, and we were like, what the fuck? Or we were scared, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, either way, it made us say, what the fuck? So here are our nominees for the What the Fuck Award. If you're sick and tired of hearing me say that phrase, you gotta get used to it. Here are nominees. A certain developer getting litigious.
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 Litigious?
Litigious. Litigious.
Litigious. I'll say that again.
Litigious is like a Digimon, I think.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, I'll say it again. A certain developer gets litigious. Litigious?
Let's just go to the next one, please.
None of that's going to be edited out.
This
and
is
it'll
on
be
the list
great.
now.
Yeah, litigious. No, okay. Counter-Strike Go gambling. Konami bringing Metal Gear back.
What the fuck?
Duke Nukem is a thing again.
What the fuck?
Ugh.
Scott, I swear to God.
There are a
will
lot of
strike
these.
you
I
down.
know. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's roll.
Okay. No Man's Sky. The PS4 Pro's announcement and its terrible frame rate. Mighty Number 9. Street Fighter 5. Bethesda mods on PS4. Ubisoft and Gameloft Ubisoft/Gameloft versus Vivendi. G2A. Ubisoft's E3 press conference. Deus Ex's All Augs Matter. Disney Infinity's sudden cancellation. Leslie Benzies and Rockstar suing one another. Fable Legends and Lionhead getting shut down. Dead Island 2. Mad Catz shutting down. The Coleco Chameleon scam. The Oton X. Palmer Luckey and the No Good Very Bad meme investments. Kerbal Space Program and Squad. Battlefield 1's terrible marketing.
Oh no.
Dark Side Phil jacking off on stream. Every PC game being broken. The Watch Dogs 2 vagina incident. Gamer Dipes. Genital jousting. The Festival Plaza in Pokemon. The Game Awards this year. Knack 2 getting announced.
No.
And the fact that they let us into E3 this year.
That's the honorary winner. I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah.
strike that last one
Yeah,
out.
please.
But let's be honest. What the fuck?
What
did
the
they-
fuck?
Why?
All
We saw
right.
Reggie.
Yeah, he walked by us and looked at us for a second like we were crazy. Okay, so I go first. Oh boy. Oh boy. Holy shit, this
If-
entire list.
Well, hold on. Let me read Niall and Ryan's. real
Okay,
quick.
yes, please, please.
And then if anyone needs a refresher on what some of these are, I've got a bunch of links.
of course.
Niall says, the Coleco Chameleon thing is fucking nuts, and it has to win, in my opinion. The multiple fake prototypes, the crazy promises, the Toy Fair debacle, finding out that the guy behind the console who owns Retro Magazine had created a separate company using Retro's funds to cut out his business partners from the venture, the guy who designed the hardware having a long history of scamming people. It's too good. Not even the virtual suicide could top it. It started in 2015 as the Retro VGS, but it continued well into this summer.
Okay.
And then Ryan's is pretty lengthy and mentions multiple things. So here we
Okay.
go. At some point near the beginning of 2016, whatever David Lynch created character who keeps reality in check fell asleep at the wheel, and the entire universe began to bust apart at the seams. There's so many insane options to choose from in this category that I suggest we completely forego any one specific event and award the concept of 2016 as a whole some kind for What the Fuck Award. Maybe the most genitals award for genital jousting, Darkside Phil, and Watch Dogs 2, or perhaps the first annual 2016 award for consummate disappointment, bestowed upon the innumerable busted ports and the overhyped turds which dropped this year. In any case, industry power plays like Ubisoft and Vivendi are no surprise, nor is the resurrection of Metal Gear by Konami. Game Awards were par for the terrible course, as was Ubisoft's horror show at an E3 conference. If I had to nail down one specific moment to represent the entirety of 2016, it would without a doubt be either the litigious downfall of computer-based murder or the Coleco Chameleon scam, both of which stand as monoliths to the kind of ill-conceived and batshit decisions which dominated the industry in 2016. They may be gone, but they'll never be forgotten.
All right. Thank you very much, Niall and Ryan.
Yes.
Okay, so my first cut is going to be the Konami bringing Metal Gear back.
Yeah.
That's no surprise. Those people
Yeah.
are soulless businessmen running that thing. I mean, of course, every game company is basically just trying to make their money and do
Right.
that. But of
Also-
course, they were going to do what would be easy to make money. And I mean, they own the rights to the game, so of course
Yeah.
they're going to use it.
Also, like, chill with the fuck Konami stuff. It happened a year ago.
Yeah.
The man they screwed over that you care about the most has his own company now, and he's hired back the people you don't know the names of, who also got fired, who are the ones who really got screwed over, by the way.
Yeah.
Kojima has money. They
Kojima
may
got to
not.
travel the world, like, while
Yeah.
he was doing that.
They probably got punished to work in Konami's spas for a while,
Jeez.
because that's what Konami does. So the fact that your precious Metal Gear is now a pachinko machine, go away. It's not an issue.
Yeah, just play Death Stranding and be quiet.
Yeah,
like,
don't
for real.
don't
Be
don't
quiet.
go to Japan
all right.
and don't bring the metal and don't play the Metal Gear pachinko. That's how you win.
There you
Yeah,
go.
don't play Metal Gear, whatever that new zombie game. Just don't play it. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Michael.
Knack 2.
No, I'm going to disagree with you. I was completely flabbergasted. When my internet came back, and the first thing I saw was a big headline on Kotaku, Knack 2 announced. I fell back into my bed. I was like, this can't be real. What world are we living in? Knack 2?
You really thought in 2016
Dude,
they
no,
wouldn't
listen to
announce
me.
an Act 2?
Would you expect Cameo 2 to be announced?
Yes.
Really? You would?
Yeah, because I actually would have expected it because Microsoft was probably more desperate for like a
Boom.
Yeah.
Knack. I've never seen a game that's been more poorly received. Like,
No, people like Knack.
Brad
No, they don't. No.
loved
Yes.
Knack. Okay.
yeah,
People
well, I said
love Knack.
people. No, I'm talking about
Not
people. I'm
NeoGaf.
talking about human beings.
All right, we'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now.
Not those monsters on NeoGaf. We're not going to talk about that.
Ugh.
We'll leave it for now, and I'll cut Dead Island 2 because
Okay.
it got a new developer this year, and nothing happened. Their website finally went away. Their website that said it would come out at the beginning of this year, that was up for throughout most of the year,
Nice.
finally went away.
Jeez.
After a new developer was named, they got rid of the website. So I don't know what's happening with that game, but the lack of news is kind of doesn't make it like the feather in our cap that some of these
Yeah.
others
We'll see
totally
some.
are.
We'll hear about it next year,
Yeah, right.
in some form,
I don't know.
even if it's just them saying, we're not going to do it anymore." All right. After Michael is Scott. Scott, what are you cutting?
There's a lot I want to cut. I want to get ahead of this and cut genital jousting just because,
Yeah.
that seems like, for as silly as that is and ridiculous, it's like, that's also a game that promotes sex positivity in a weird way. And I think it's fun and more positive than than like a what the fuck that's so silly.
It's
thing.
going for that, I think,
Yeah.
is the thing. Like, it's going for being weird, like, instead of...
It's a Twitch stream game, basically.
Yeah.
It's a YouTuber game.
If your argument that it's positive, I'll agree. I think it's still pretty disgusting, and when I saw it, it just seemed really juvenile. Like, it didn't seem like, yeah, this is all fine. It just seemed like, cum is funny, right? It didn't seem...
Yeah.
It seemed base.
But also, that's not your type of humor. Like, I think cum is hilarious, but like, I recognize that it's a silly
The hit's coming
juvenile
out.
thing.
I mean, that's
Sure.
why Darkside Phil is on this list, but...
Oh.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, Rose, your turn.
I think we can cancel or get rid of Leslie Benz and Rockstar suing each other.
Can we?
Like, I don't think that's really a what the fuck. I think that's been brewing for a while. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe it's not necessarily like that they're suing each other. That's what the fuck. It's the stuff that came out of it. That's really.
I'm
that's
not
really
too
crazy.
surprised by it.
It's not
Like,
surprising, but it's still ridiculous.
I guess, but like, I never, like, when reading that stuff, I was never like, what the fuck? I was just like,
Okay.
yeah, that sounds about right for them. Like,
I don't know. I was pretty surprised by it. I was surprised to learn some of the things I learned. The idea that like I need the bends.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that he was
Need the
so
bends.
integral to like because Rockstar, whatever you think of them in their games, like they were never known as, oh, we're gonna have to delay this game. This game
Right.
doesn't come out this year. Like there was never the idea that they needed the bends so badly.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that then suddenly he left, then he was suing them, and that they treated him terribly, which I guess that wasn't really shocking.
Yeah.
And then that they were countersuing him. It was like, what are you doing? But I think this is being cut early, but I don't think it'll stack up with whatever
Yeah.
that's left.
I also think like we kind of want to believe that Rockstar is kind of would just be like a normal company that just develops games, but they're fucking ridiculous. They're crazy.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Once all that stuff started coming out about what those people were doing,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. When I heard that, I was like, if it was anyone other than Rockstar,
Yeah.
I would be surprised. But
Yeah.
it's Rockstar Games.
That's exactly
it's the
how I
people that
thought
made
about it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the strip club visits and stuff?
well, and etc. You know.
Yeah, that stuff had been rumored for years. I had heard that stuff on forum posts and in other podcasts.
Yeah.
Rumored that certain people wouldn't repeat because they'd only heard it from one person.
Right.
That stuff had been going around for years. So yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't like, it was like, yeah, and?
But you want to hope and believe that they are like just a normal game development company that's just on top of their shit. But
No,
Sure.
they're
no,
fucking crazy
it's
people.
it's absurd.
All right, John's turn, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm going to vote for. I'm gonna say we cut Duke Nukem coming back.
You're a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, I was
Look,
going to say, Michael was probably like, what the fuck?
Let me have this.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
You make your argument, and then I'm going to
No,
say,
just listen to me.
okay.
I'm going to cut this. I will put this strike
Oh,
through.
wow.
I will
Okay.
do it. You're correct.
Okay.
Like, this is not
Okay.
the most what the fuck,
Okay.
but I just want to speak to Randy Pitchford himself.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Randy. Hey, man, how's it going? You doing all right? How's the magic? That's great. Listen, Duke Nukem's a piece of shit. All right? So I know you like him. I know he's cool. He's really like rock star. He's a giant piece of shit. And in this day and age, with what all that happens in the world, video games should be the place where pieces of shit don't come about. And I don't mean that the occasional piece of shit shows up. No, that's fine. I don't think we should make games with pieces of shit in them and around them and involving them. So take this piece of shit, put it where it belongs, in the toilet, and flush. Thanks, Randy. See you later.
You just gave him a great idea for the next Duke Nukem game.
It's time to flush, baby. Duke's toilet trip.
Dookie.
Let's move on,
Dookie
please.
Nookie.
I hate this.
Oh god,
This
but
is
no,
why.
like
This
like,
is why I banned this fucking shit from the damn podcast.
Yeah. Just
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Just to explain my thought process. They paid money for that series. Of course, they're gonna try to get something out of it. That's pretty much it. All right, so Michael, your turn.
Motherfucker. Bethesda mods on PS4.
I agree. I'm still one of the people who honestly still plays Bethesda games pretty frequently, and that was a really, really crazy, wild thing, but it did eventually lead to mods actually being on PS4, and as limited as they are, it's still nice to actually go in there, browse what's there. Oh, there's a nice little settlement building thing I could use. It inevitably led to something positive.
But for me, it was never surprising that Bethesda didn't plan out a Sony port of their game at all, and then they're blaming someone else
and blamed it on Sony, and then people kind of believed it hook, line, and sinker. The people who like Bethesda are just like, yeah, it's totally Bethesda. And then I'd look on our site to the news story from 3 months before, and it's like, here's Bethesda admitting that most of it's their fault, and then that Sony's dragging its feet on one thing.
But even then, sorry to interrupt, but even then, the way it is now, you still have way more. It's still way more limited than the Xbox version. You can't get new assets and stuff. And I want to believe that's something out of Bethesda's hands.
No, both parties said that was the case. But before Bethesda labeled that as the main issue, they also listed a series of other problems that they personally had. And then a month later, no, it's all Sony. It's fucks. And then they said, we're not going to do it. And then they said, it's coming.
It was weird.
They should have just stayed quiet and worked on it. And then just kept saying, it'll happen, we're working on it. And just shut up about it. And not maybe burn the bridges at Sony that they do have, even though they keep making shitty games for their consoles.
I feel like a lot of that too was them trying to hardball Sony, maybe a little bit, and that's also ridiculous. Yeah.
No, it didn't work because they couldn't get outside content.
But I betting that Sony gave them some money to put Fallout 4 on VR.
Sure.
I think that deal was happening way before. Because PSVR was already known about, and Bethesda already said, yeah, we're going to try something, and then that was announced at E3 before the mod stuff really started getting cooking.
I guess so.
I don't think the timing works out exactly right for that. Mm-hmm. Also, it's still not confirmed that Fallout VR is coming.
Yep.
They're still wishy-washy on that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, maybe, but it'd have to be all of it, you know?
Ugh.
Anyways,
cut that.
Okay.
Done.
Scott.
Can we cut Ubisoft's E3 conference because they have pretty terrible conferences.
It was even tame this year.
Yeah.
It was long.
Mm-hmm. Still.
It was long and bad, but I think
there's
that's
some
fine.
stuff here, man.
Yeah, there's some stuff, and just because South Park didn't was a piece of shit game for a piece of shit TV show, whatever. That's not a surprise. That's not a what the fuck. That's a it's South Park.
It was just bad. It was just bad to survive through.
It's a groan, not a what the fuck.
Yeah. You couldn't see me, but I was doing a jack off motion, just being like South Park.
I could see you. I was sitting next to you.
Oh yeah, because I remember. I think that was literally what I did when they had fucking Trey Parker and Matt Stone sitting there. I just went like.
All right, next.
Yeah. All right, Rose, your turn.
I'm gonna say Disney Infinity's cancellation.
Ooh. I do not agree at all.
Okay, fine. All right, let's abandon it then. I don't know. I don't think it's that wild because Disney's been doing less and less games that are games for a long time. At least
this was their reestablishment.
Yeah.
This was their. We're really gonna try this time.
After seeing Skylanders die and stuff, and seeing going to GameStop and just seeing all those figures.
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like looking back on it now, it's less of a what the fuck because Skylanders performed so poorly, and this year specific, last year. Last year it was a slope down, but this year was a complete shit show.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like Disney Infinity was a different story because I feel like Disney Infinity was still going strong enough that it made sense to keep going, even if it did look like a down year, because there were so many untapped markets. They had barely really gotten into the Marvel and Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars had just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they still needed to do Rogue One stuff. There were so many like Marvel things. Moana hadn't come out yet. Like Zootopia had just come out. Like there were so many things that they were still like getting ready to tap into, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
Yeah.
They were ready to go to E3. Like they were down as going to E3, and then a month or two in advance, it's like, no, it's all gone.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, maybe we should change this to say like Disney Infinity's sudden cancellation and Disney's out of the game business.
Yeah.
Or self-publishing, because like they just went, oh, Disney Infinity's kind of losing money. I mean, they saw the future, like, but they said, oh, Disney Infinity's losing money. Lego Dimensions did really well last fall. Shut it all down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they had either they had really good poker face, or they maybe weren't telling everybody in that company that shit's about to hit the fan and none y'all be left.
That's the other thing. Like, and when it comes to most closures like this, people get some notice. In this case, it felt like there was none of that, and a lot of Disney employees were just kind of left to their own. And it's,
I mean, Avalanche, they made these games, and like they were bringing in Team Ninja. They were bringing third parties with name recognition to help piece together this game and put it out. And then within like 6 months, like, nah, get rid of it all.
yeah. I feel like this not only stays, but it's one of the top 3.
Well, I think it stays for now.
Okay.
I
and
guess
then
it'll stay for now, but I don't think it's really crazy enough compared to some of these other stuff to be top 3.
Okay.
I think alone, like, I just wasn't surprised by it when it happened. I was like, that sounds like something Disney would do. They do this with like movies and stuff all the time. Like,
Sure.
I wasn't too surprised, because especially like I said, going to GameStop all the time, just tons and tons of those figures like on the shelves. They were always full, and then like Amiibo was always empty, and it was like,
Not now. Now Animal
not now,
Crossing
no,
Amiibos.
not now.
Well,
But-
let's leave it for now and pick something else.
All right, Deus Ex, I think, like, it's gross that they did that. It's shitty that the dude didn't acknowledge that there were issues with him using that. It's not even present in the game, so...
Sure. Yeah.
It is, but like in a magazine cover.
Yeah, like that. Like, it's on...
Yeah, sure.
It's graffiti in the back alley somewhere, and no character even says it out loud, so...
It's just weird that they defended
they made a big deal out of
Yeah.
it, yeah, and defended
Yeah,
it.
like
That-
they didn't just say, "Hey, listen, this is in the game, but in a really small spot." Like we just, you could have defended that without looking like
Yeah.
tone deaf.
At this point, with the things I see, I'm not too surprised that they were very adamant about defending it.
Now it seems kind of like, oh, okay, but back then I was like, this is a little dirty. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's gone.
Okay. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to.
Just some low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna find different ways to say that every time.
I'm gonna go with the Game Awards.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
They were pretty bad this year, but you know what? It's the fucking Game Awards.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They at
Low
least
bar.
had more world premieres this year than most years.
Yeah, world premiere.
In
Michael.
quotes.
Yeah, Michael, your turn.
Watch Dogs vagina incident. I think that's. I mean,
It just feels like a retread of the David Cage thing with Ellen Page, like from 2 years ago.
Well, no, that's
Yeah,
that's different. Like, that was a lawsuit. This is a thing that's like in the that was like straight up in the game at
Yeah.
launch. Like,
yeah, but they patched it out and like they didn't really defend it. It wasn't really a big incident other than
I think the
Sony banning
no,
the dude,
all right.
and I didn't like.
You know what? I turn around on this. This is what the fuck? Because why did they do it in the first place?
Yeah, why did they give everyone genitals?
and they're still like dudes that walk around that are straight up naked,
Yeah,
and you can see their
why?
dick, and it's like, why would you
I
cut
think-
this out but not this? Like, it doesn't.
Weren't they?
It doesn't make sense.
Weren't they sex workers that had crotchless panties? It wasn't like that. Every woman in the game you can look up
No,
her
of course
skirt.
not.
It
But
was
also,
these
you can't look
yeah.
at every dude's dick either.
Not unless you try. Well, if you're going to have a scene or something, like, if you're going to have dudes with their dicks out, you have to model that. So you just put it on whatever. Every dude in that game now has a dick. I don't know. I didn't think this was a huge controversy, especially compared to the other things.
I don't
on
think
this
it's
list.
a huge controversy either, but it's like, it still makes me like, it still rattles my brain that it even happened.
I'm not surprised that, like, there are Disney movies that have pornography in them because the animators thought it would be funny. Like, this is just somebody said, let's put vaginas in the game, and someone was like, oui, because it's Watch Dogs and they're French.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the case, but
it's
yeah.
Also, it's made by, I don't remember if it's made by Montreal or Ubisoft France or whatever, but, like, different nationalities look at vaginas and sex organs differently.
Totally.
So, again, like, when they were talking about, like, look what I found, it was like, so, there's a vagina. It's a vagina. Like, I have a penis. I can look at it whenever I want. I'm not shocked by it. If just like the GTA DLC is like, oh, there's a close-up of a man's dick. Like, I don't care.
But
I've seen penises.
Here's the thing:
I've
is
seen
like
vaginas.
Here's the thing: is like vaginas are not present in games, like at all. And
that's why this, like, I understand that having them in there is shocking, but
no, it's not necessarily that it's supposed to be shocking. It's like, why is it shocking? Like, why can't it be something that's a little bit more the norm? And the fact that, like, they immediately patch this out as if it's something...
That dude got banned.
Yeah, that dude got banned for using
Sony,
a feature.
though.
That's a whole other thing. But what I'm saying is, like, this got patched out for some reason because they feel like having a vagina in the game is something that's shameful. And that's ridiculous
I think
to me.
it got patched out because someone in PR and someone in marketing said, patch it out right now.
Totally. But
I just...
it's
don't
so
disagree.
strange to me.
I don't disagree that this is weird and it has, like, these weird larger connotations, but again, on this list is some real fucked up shit, and this doesn't hold candle.
Okay, sure.
I agree.
All right. Was that Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, Scott, your turn.
I want to cut gamer dipes.
Wow.
Okay.
Falling on your sword.
Yeah, no, that was, like, the only reason that became a deal was literally me. Like, I went out of my way to do that because I thought it was funny, and it was funny, and then...
It's funny.
It's really funny, but also, at the time of this recording, with 3 days left to go, they're at 14,000 of the 30,000 that they need, and it's just not going to happen. So, it's like, it's nothing.
Okay. Rose, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to say, for the same reason I said Deus Ex, I'm going to say Battlefield 1 and its terrible marketing.
I think that's
I'm
different.
going to go ahead and agree with you, but
I think it's fucked up, but...
Yeah, I think it's, like... I guess I can't say it's worse because it's apples and oranges, kind of, but... Like, Deus Ex is worse because it's clearly harping on and taking things from much more modern issues, but the way they introduced that game, what's in that game, how they talk about what's in that game, and then the marketing around that game, it is a head fake towards reverence that slightly exists in that game. And, like, I'm not defending it. I'm agreeing with getting rid of it. I want to explain, like, what happened. Of, like, when they announced that game, they announced the game, they showed the trailer. It was an action-packed trailer. It was whatever. It was World War I. Somebody asked about mustard gas, and they called it an interesting gameplay mechanic. World War I was
gameplay
brutal.
flavor.
Thank you. Gameplay flavor.
I just remember the picture of the dude with the flamethrower that said it's lit, and it's just like, whoo.
There was all those tweets. There was what's his name with the jacket. There was
the tactical onesie.
There's the tactical onesies. There was the two commercials. There's the White Stripes, and now there's the
Is there a Linkin Park one?
No, it's I'm Just a Rat in a Cage.
Oh boy,
Smashing Pumpkins, yeah.
Butterfly wings.
Yeah.
This is bad.
So it is. I mean, but on the flip side, it's just like it's DICE doing what DICE does. They're advertising a Battlefield game. And the only other thing I'll go with is the first 2 levels of the whatever campaign thing, the little narratives, are iffy at best. They feel like movies. They feel like war, but like special and fun and like ha ha ha, I survived, wee. Like it just feels like a movie.
Yeah.
And the other 3 do play with the reverence a little bit more and give it to it a little bit more. But it's just a fucking Battlefield game, and I was hoping that DICE and EA would look at reality and say, no, World War One is something different than World War Two. There is no valiant heroes in World War One, really. Like, you could argue, I mean, you can't just argue, the Nazis were fucking evil. You don't really have the Nazis in World War One.
Yeah.
Like, there are the Germans, but, like, they're compelled to go to war because of a treaty, not because they're slowly taking over Europe and all the while are killing 12 million people. Like, it's just not the same thing. And like World War One is like Vietnam in that it's just a tragedy. Like, all wars are tragedies for sure. But there's just no arguing of like, yeah, but something good came out of it. It's like,
it's so senseless.
Yeah, it's just like, no, these were just people killing each other with whatever they could get. And Battlefield 1, even though it does the head fake, makes no actual effort to do right by World War 1. So I'm fine with getting rid of it, but fuck them.
Yeah,
for real. Absolutely. Okay, that was Rose. Okay, so now it's me. Hang on. Okay. My next one is going to be Mad Catz, because that's not that much of a surprise.
What exactly happened?
So they were... Do you want me to tell us, since I wrote it all up?
I got it. So Mad Catz basically went under because they put too much money into Rock Band 4.
They still exist.
Okay.
Yeah, they still exist, but they downsized a shit ton. Their CEO quit. Our Markman left, one of their most prolific, like, not figureheads per se, but one of their like most front individuals left, and they stopped. What's the term?
Publishing.
They stopped publishing games, and they also stopped sponsoring fighting game people. Like, they were sponsoring Daigo for a while, and now Daigo is being sponsored by someone else, and Markman's over at Razer, and it splintered a shit ton. And like Michael said, Mad Catz still exists, but not in the capacity that they were at the beginning of this year. Even
they cut 37% of their staff.
Yeah,
they were in debt and needed to desperately like figure out a way. Like, they had an original debt structure, but they got into so much that they couldn't get the financial backing for a while. And then, like, their chairman resigned, their CEO resigned, and this all played out within, like, a handful of weeks. And then, Rock Band ditched them as their publisher, and Mad Catz was making all the instruments, and nobody bought them. Like, it was just a fucking nightmare for them all of a sudden.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So that wasn't that much of a surprise, because like Rock Band was last year and it sold really badly, and we kind of knew how much was, how badly they were leaning on Rock Band. It's still a shame, but it's not really that much of a surprise.
Yeah, they still exist, at least.
Yeah, and they still exist. So next up is Michael. Or how about we go over what's left?
Sure.
We've cut quite a few. Okay. We have a certain Steam a prolific Steam developer.
Prolific.
Trying getting suey with it. The Counter-Strike Go gambling, No Man's Sky, PS4 Pro, Mighty Number 9, Street Fighter 5, Ubisoft and Gameloft versus Vivendi, G2A, Fable Legends and Lionhead, the Coleco Chameleon.
You skipped Disney Infinity.
Oh, sorry. The Disney Infinity cancellation, the Coleco Chameleon, Oton X, Palmer Lucky, Kerbal Space Program, Darkside Phil, every PC game being broken, the Festival of Plaza in Pokemon, and Knack 2. Michael, it is your turn.
Goodbye, Darkside Phil.
No.
No, a jackass jacking
that
off
changed
just
my world.
No, sorry.
I can't unsee that face.
No.
I heard Sins of the Father in the part where it goes, whoa, and then it was his face.
I would
God.
super like to keep that, but you can
Look,
For multiple
Take it.
reasons.
You can delete
One,
it.
he's already kind of a jackass. Two, I don't feel comfortable making fun of someone for making a mistake like that.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just...
And
I think-
like it's funny. Like,
So-
I totally get it right, but pointing at one person like that and going, ha ha, I'd rather make fun of him for being just a general
Sure, I
jackass.
got you.
sometimes.
Part of the reason that I can get behind making fun of him for that is the way he was like tried to play it off as a joke and like started making memes of it himself and like
I-
posting them.
You know,
And was
people.
like-
He's trying to defend himself in the best way he can while still living publicly. I can't. I can't get behind that at all.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb and silly, but
Yeah,
I
no,
can't do
I
that.
agree with Michael. It was a dumb thing that happened, but yeah. All right, Scott.
So you're gonna have to bear with me on this one because I know you are not going to like what I'm gonna say. I
Okay.
want to cut the Coleco Chameleon scam.
Shut the fuck up.
So,
I mean,
because
you're-
here's
no.
the thing. Here's the
I'm
thing.
willing to hear.
Here's the thing. If it wasn't given as much attention as it was from like Giant Bomb, from all the other outlets that were covering it, how much would it have mattered in the long run? Like, it's just another
people-
shitty small console that like one didn't even exist in the first place, but like it's absurd. Like it's something that's
Listen.
largely unimportant.
Listen,
grand
gave
scheme
it
of
money.
things.
yeah, and here's the thing. The fact that here's the thing is that you're saying that like, oh, it wouldn't have mattered if it was just another small console or whatever. That's the thing. It's like people were initially not really giving it that much attention because it was just like, oh, this is like this nice like Coleco thing,
Right.
you know, whatever, that's cool. But then once people started chipping at it and cheaping at it, all of a sudden this little thing became this huge like, this person is screwing over this person, and this is like it became a gigantic and
it was a soap opera. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like. I mean, there was the layer of this guy or this team said, "Hey, we're making this Coleco Chameleon thing. Give us money," and then scam them.
Right.
One of those guys was scamming his partner and lying to him and playing him and taking money from him. Then there was like the weird photos from like Toy Fair of like, wait, that's just the back of a Super
Right.
Nintendo. Like, it just slowly devolved of like, here's this little thing that people gave money to, and then slowly but surely throughout that year, throughout the beginning of this year, it was just like, wait, he's doing what now? Wait, it's a Super Nintendo? Wait, it's just got the shell of this? Like, wait, Coleco has nothing to do with this? Like, what has happened? It just slowly, and it didn't happen all at once. It was this sort of weird play of act by act of like every layer of scam
Right.
this one guy slowly like gave to the world.
But I also feel like the ramifications of that don't matter nearly as much as, say, something like Disney Infinity's closure, or like
this isn't biggest deal. It's thing that made us go
Okay.
what the fuck the most.
Yeah, because this one kept happening.
Right.
It wasn't that, oh, someone ran an Indiegogo and ripped people off. It was like, then he ripped off his partner. Then he showed up at Toy Fair, and it was like, yeah, it's totally real.
Yeah.
And people played it. And it wasn't just that people were suspicious at Toy Fair. It was that there was a group of people who played it and thought it was great.
yeah.
And then there was a small people, like, looking at photos that people had posted online of it, and they were like, wait a second. It was a fucking weird thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You
so
have to go
no.
for something else.
So
please.
what is Oton X?
Okay, so Niall talked about this. It was another. It was basically another like Indiegogo scam.
I see.
Where someone was claiming that they made the first game console that created a game as it went and learned what you wanted out of it, basically. But all it was a procedurally generated platformer.
I'm fine
Yeah,
with cutting
let's
this because
cut
that fits like like if it sounds too good, you shouldn't give it your money.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Absolutely. Okay, Rose, your turn.
Whew.
I don't really want to cut it because it is a legitimate thing to be discussed, and it is like wild what happened, but kind of harping on what Michael just said about if it sounds too good to be true, it probably isn't. Don't put money towards it. No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
I think this will get its day in
Disappointment.
biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
Because like this was just a runaway hype machine.
Yeah.
I don't think this was necessarily a what the fuck. It was like, oh, this game doesn't live up to the hype. It was. I don't think it was. It was so long in development. It had been delayed so many times. I think if you were, I don't look at any point of this and go, what the fuck? I look at it and go, oh, that sucks.
I almost want to say, instead of giving the award to No Man's Sky as a game, I want to give it to the No Man's Sky fandom for being the craziest motherfuckers in the world.
That's just what I was gonna say.
But,
like everything surrounding No Man's Sky, the community going as fucking nuts as possible, has made me say what the fuck so many times this year.
Like even before the game came out, like when Kotaku's Jason Schreier said like, hey, it's been delayed, and then he was getting death threats and stuff. It's like, dude, it's a game.
It's crazy.
Like he's just reporting it. He's not making it delayed.
Can we change it then to the reaction to No Man's Sky?
My argument against that would be it's the internet, and if the internet still shocks you, like, you're not wrong. Those people should re-examine some of their lives, like counting down how many days Sean Murray hasn't spoken.
The lengths to which this went, though, like literal Bible verses written about No Man's Sky and the betrayal of Sean Murray.
I've seen Undertale porn. Like, I'm not.
Undertale porn is fine. I have no problems with that.
Don't say that.
No, like
Some
you're not wrong.
Undertale porn, please.
You're not wrong, but like some of that stuff is like, yeah, it's people who have too much time on their hand and put too much investment in themselves in this, but that doesn't really shock me. I
don't know. I feel like just looking at some of the stuff that the No Man's Sky community said, like how people were like treating it like it was this game of like that they were gonna live their lives within it basically, and just being like, I give myself to Sean Murray, and then when it was just this pretty standard game that had some neat technology behind it, everyone turned into like fucking evil zealots, like the fucking dudes from Resident Evil 4. Like I'm just imagining them just like going up to Sean Murray and just being like, like just ready to pounce. Like I don't know. I almost feel like I kind of want to keep the reaction to No Man's Sky on this list.
I don't think it holds water compared to everything else.
I have to agree.
We hold on to it for a little bit at least?
I guess, but for how long is my thing.
Look at the rest of this list.
We'll see. We'll see. I say we keep it, but we'll see.
Right. Cut something else.
Yeah, Rose, that's on
you. Still a couple.
Fable Legends.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Fable's been on a downswing since... Well, I'm not going to put in my opinion here, but it's been on a downswing.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, there hasn't been one since 3, so like
I don't think there was ever an upswing, is what I was going to say.
People like Fable too a lot.
Sales-wise, like 1, 2, and 3 did fine. 3 was a little murky in terms of like critical success, but that franchise shouldn't be dead. Mm-hmm. Like Lionhead shouldn't be dead. It just seems like Lionhead was poorly managed.
Yeah, definitely. And after Molyneux left, it was like...
that was it.
The real shame is that Lionhead was filled with a bunch of people who were working hard, and I don't know if Fable Legends would have come out and been really good. I played the alpha quite a bit. That game was interesting and had some interesting things in it. And it looked really good. I think that could have found a niche audience, and it's a shame that it will never get its chance. I think that's the biggest, like, what the fuck of, like, you really can't just form an internal studio at Microsoft and just make this thing on the cheap just to get it out. That's the biggest kind of sad part for me. But I'm fine with getting rid of it.
All right. Alright, me. Alright, let's see. Let us see. I'm gonna say the Pokemon Festival Plaza.
Yeah.
That's not that big of a deal. It was a really bad idea, but, whatever.
Nintendo can't help other people make online features. Shocking.
The craziest thing about it is that they already had a way better system, and then they just threw it
exactly.
out.
Exactly, yeah. The fact that they
That's
didn't
what-
just use
listen,
the stuff from X
like-
and Y.
When's the first? Like, this isn't the first time they've thrown out a good feature in a Pokemon game.
Yeah,
Totally.
it's not that much of a surprise. It's shitty and it made me mad, but it's not.
It's not the first time Nintendo's thrown
not
out,
this.
and I know Game Freak makes Pokemon, but it's not the first time Nintendo has thrown out any good feature ever. They do it all the time.
Uh-huh. All right, Michael, go ahead.
There are like 3 or 4 things they could get rid of. So,
Pick one.
Knack 2. Coming back to it.
Yeah, let's get rid of
No,
that.
it doesn't
Let's get
fit.
rid of that
All right,
too.
fine.
Yeah.
Take it
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Fine.
Sorry. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Can
They
you
should
take it
make that
away,
game.
like, in general, please? Like, I don't.
Just delete the whole thing.
I'm trying.
I don't want to see it. Like, when I found out there were those stickers last night, John, I was like haunted.
Have you seen the Kratos ones?
No.
Those are all right.
You need to, the Kratos ones. No, those are cursed. The only ones
Please,
the only
please,
ones that actually
please.
look good are
Oh,
the
sorry,
Uncharted and
sorry.
Last of Us ones.
Please.
Okay, sorry.
Coming up on
sorry.
3 hours. Stop talking about fucking
fine.
PlayStation
We're
stickers. You
fine.
idiots. You fucking fools.
Shh.
Fuck's sake.
We're having fun online.
Yeah. Let's have a good time.
3 hours of talking.
We're having a good time having a good time.
That's good.
Yeah, now
Go.
that Knack's gone.
Finally.
Scott.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
How about Mighty Number 9? I know you played
That's
Mighty
difficult.
Number 9, Rose, and I think there
Yeah,
are
sure
better
did.
categories for that. Like,
We'll see.
I don't know. How do you feel?
I'm gonna say you might be right that it would be more suited for most disappointing game, but everything about that game is crazy. Like I was just saying earlier, like they still have games and projects around that game coming
It's
out
nuts,
despite it.
That are
And,
funded.
like-
that are like
Yeah.
publicly funded. Like I don't think this goes right now. Like for one, just to like biggest disappointment would mean we expected a lot from
Sure.
it and it didn't live up to it. I did not expect a lot from Mighty Number 9 ever.
I think it's
Ever.
also a good place for worst game.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be a
Figure
better
that out
argument.
later.
Yeah, but
I don't know because
the
it's just
constant delays and the fact that they took people's money and then were unable to put out a demo
yeah.
and then would ask people for money for a different project.
But I feel like
Fucking
the
crazy.
worst of that didn't come in 2016. Just the game came in 2016.
But
Sure,
I think
but
like
we
it's
have
like,
to be able to
that's
put
the
a stamp
point.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we have to be able to
that's-
put
yeah.
a stamp on it at some point and say, this is the culmination.
Sure.
It all led to this shitty game. At the very end, all that crap led to a bad game, by the way. So, I'm fine with cutting it just because of everything else that's on here.
I might. Yeah, I'll go with you. Yeah, I think better
Okay.
categories.
But
Absolutely.
man, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that. Well, you just
All right,
underlined it.
Rose.
I wanted everyone to know that fuck
Underline
them.
and then strike through it.
Yeah, fuck.
Multiple lines.
All right, Rose, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, I know it's really fucked up, but it's Capcom, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
Like, Capcom's
Yeah.
been fucked up for a long time at this point. Like,
You're right.
And
the
But
the
Street
amount
Fighter's-
of shit, the amount of shit that's wrong with that game is unacceptable.
yeah,
But also, yeah, also because of like how explainable it is that they just are so obsessed with their pro tour and that they just wanted to get the game out so all the professionals can practice with the game. It's understandable, and but it's more annoying and frustrating
Yeah.
than what the fuck.
would you
I
say
think
it's
you're-
disappointing?
No, I think you're fucking all crazy.
Here's-
I think you're all crazy people.
here's the
they
other
released
thing.
no, please,
Okay,
please. While I'm talking, like they released a $60 product. They were nearly late and were late on several characters that just have to be updated. They didn't have the store forever. They had a fake ass cheap story mode before eventually, thankfully, putting in a real story mode that's still bad. They didn't even have in training. So to say that they wanted it out for their whatever esports league shit can't be 100% true because like I know that's why they released it early.
No,
but
they had training mode. They did not have the stuff that would teach new players how to play it.
Yeah, like there's so much around this game that is just fucked to the point to where even today, for even the esports stuff, you don't have. Didn't you say, John, that you just choose random on the
that's
stages?
Right. Yeah, they don't have a specific way to turn off stages from random.
That's ridiculous.
So during the Capcom Cup, they were pressing random, and 2 of the stages are banned. And if one of the stages came up, they would just have to reset the console.
Okay,
basically.
that's ridiculous. But like
that game came out in like April, and they can't fix that. And the reason it came out early was so that those people could play.
That's
yeah,
and
you
they
know
don't
what? You're
fix
right, Michael.
that issue.
Yeah.
I
don't think we can get rid of this yet.
That's the other thing I want to say about Street Fighter V, though, is that there are people who still regularly play that game and have a good time with it. Like, that's way different from the situation with Mighty Number 9, which is just terrible.
Because they're making money off of it, that's why. Because they're winning tournaments.
Sure.
That's why they're having fun with it.
Like, yeah, the game at the very core might be fine, but everything else around it is bad. And that almost makes it worse because they had a good game and they just can't. They could have just waited who knows how long and been fine with it. And like, I get the argument that Capcom is not great sometimes, but Street Fighter is like the one game they have that they bank on. And Street Fighter 4 brought back fighting games, other than Monster Hunter, I guess.
Okay,
but
yeah,
that's I meant here, where it matters in the United States.
Well, no, go ahead.
Monster Hunter is huge in Japan, not as big here.
It's pretty big here now.
Yeah.
Anyways, like, but this is their feather in their cap.
Yeah.
This is what everyone recognizes when you think Street Fighter. You think the Capcom logo coming up. Like, this is theirs. It's not dead like Mega Man. Like, they brought back fighting games to Street Fighter 4. They showed you can make modern fighting games good. They brought, like, kind of revitalized the fighting game scene in esports and Evo, and they are the flagship. And their flagship is fucking in tatters and actively on fire half the time. And throughout even the betas, they were like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. The beta's broken? Who knows? Anyways, oh, the beta's still up? Oh, it's up early? It's up randomly on this weekend for no reason? It's fine. Don't worry. We'll make it. It's exclusive for PS4, so it'll run great. And it's fucking, no. It's bad.
But, like, I personally expected this after Street Fighter X Cross Tekken. Yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Because that's more than one developer. That's having to work with Capcom and someone else.
But it was primarily Capcom still.
Yeah, that's why it was Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
But there's also going to be a Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Like, this was such a long, ongoing piece of shit fire.
Yeah,
it just didn't stop.
Yeah,
like even to this day, John, you said the other day that like you can buy characters with fight money, but you can't buy costumes.
Yeah, you can buy characters and stages. You can buy some of the costumes. You can buy all the costumes from the story mode, but you can't buy any of the new costumes that they've been putting out. So
with fight money,
if you spend $30 on the season pass, you get the characters, you get the story mode costumes, and you get some of the stages, but you don't get some of the new stages, and you don't get any of the new costumes. You have to pay more money for those.
So you spend $60 to get the game, $30 to get most of the DLC, and then have to go spend more real money to get the remainder. That's fucked.
It is.
And that's a cherry on top of a fuck cake.
It is, and I don't think it's necessarily something like I'm not defending this in any way, but like it shows a larger trend that's happening in games, which is like games coming out not finished, like it and No Man's Sky, and I think that that Rainbow Six game that came out was like apparently had way too many free to play hooks and not quite finished. So it's like they're not alone in this. It's but as an isolated thing, it's extremely fucked, but that's kind of the way, sadly, games are going right now. And hopefully that trend gets curbed, but
my argument would be that Street Fighter V has had a very long time to fix some of that, and they just don't. They keep making, like, there would be like, oh, June updates with this character, and you would sit there through all of June and be like, June 30th, here's the character, or like July 1st. Here's our June update. Like, what do you like? Don't call them June updates. Just say next update. Like, and they would keep doing that, and they just like, don't call it your September update. Just call it your next update. Like, don't paint yourself in this corner and then realize, oh shit, I'm trapped in this corner and everything else is wet paint. Like, I'm if everyone thinks it should be cut, I'm fine with cutting it. But yo, fuck them.
I don't know. I think you reminded me of some terrible shit that even I was complaining about, and yeah, I don't think I'm ready to cut it yet.
I totally see where you're coming from, and I would be okay with it staying there, but I feel like it should be cut.
Maybe in a little bit.
Yeah. Rose, do another one.
God, but this is gonna
one.
keep happening. All right, fine. Here's one I'm gonna cut. That even though it's fucked up and like, yeah, you should pay your workers and stuff. Squad in the Kerbal Space Program.
Yep.
Okay.
They've been not even rumors, just straight up. People have been saying this for the last 2 years or so, and it finally came to a head. And it's a shame because that's a fucking incredible, unique game. But fuck them for if all that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
Absolutely. My turn.
How many are left?
Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4,
9, 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Should I read off what we have left, or should we just keep going?
Sure. Read off what's left.
Okay. We have them suey boys. It's Counter-Strike Go gambling, No Man's Sky reaction, PS4 Pro announcement and frame rate, Street Fighter 5, Ubisoft and Gameloft vs. Vivendi, G2A, The Coleco Chameleon, Palmer Lucky, PC games being broken.
That's it.
And that's it. Okay. I'm gonna vote for. I'm gonna vote for. This is tough. I guess I'll vote for the PS4 Pro. I mean, that was a big thing, and that was really shitty. That that it's supposed to be a step up, and that they've been so loud and proud about it being this achievement of technology, and then it makes some games run worse. That's crazy, but that seems like something that's a bump in the road, and that will probably be fixed in the future.
Even ignoring that, it's just kind of a bummer, but it's basically the same thing as the new 3DS.
Yeah.
It's like it's disappointing, but not really like
It's not how they should handle a console hardware to upgrade. And the announcement, it all felt like it was rushed out.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone had a plan, like, oh, well, maybe we'll do new hardware, and then somebody came in the room and said, it's out by November. And then they went, oh, okay, all right, we need to put together an announcement. And the announcement was what caused me to put this on here, and it was just like, now look at this 4K. And they were showing it to the people in the audience. I'm sure it looked great, but there was 50 people in that audience, maybe 100. And they're streaming this announcement out. It's like, what are you doing? No one can see this in 4K. So it was just weird. But yeah, I'm fine with it going.
Okay. All right, Michael?
Man. Ubisoft Gameloft versus Vivendi. So yeah, Vivendi's been slowly, even though they say otherwise, has been slowly trying to take over Ubisoft. Both Ubisoft and Gameloft were started by members of the Guillemot family, and they're brothers. The one brother is the CEO of Ubisoft and founder of Ubisoft, the other one was CEO and founder of Gameloft. Vivendi's been slowly buying their stock.
Right.
They were successful in, you have to meet 30, once you have 30% of a company's stock by French law, you automatically trigger a takeover bid. Now, you don't have to be into it, you can just give a shitty bid, but Vivendi was successful in taking over Gameloft and outed all the Guillemots, or the Guillemot brother, and basically they all left, and Vivendi now owns Gameloft. And they are up to 20-something% at Ubisoft. Ubisoft tried to encourage other people to buy their stock, and at a stockholders meeting were successful in keeping Vivendi off the board of directors. So it looks like Vivendi might eventually get Ubisoft and get to the 30% and trigger a takeover bid, and then who knows what will happen. But because that hasn't happened, and this is just a continual ticking clock, I'm gonna cut it unless someone really thinks it's that crazy.
It's pretty crazy, but it's not like the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah,
It's,
like I disagree with the way that Ryan put it. I don't think it's it's not common. Like Vivendi used to do this, but they kind of got out of it, and they still do this with other companies. But to go after like Gameloft, which is a prominent mobile company and the third largest publisher, and just to do it while always saying like we don't want to take it over is fucking crazy. But I feel like if they had actually triggered a takeover bid or something, this would be a bigger what the fuck. But it's just more of this like what is happening, and maybe once they do take it over next year, it'll be on next year's what the fuck award. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it.
sure. Okay. That was Rose, right?
No, that was Mike.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Oh, sorry, I'm out of it. Scott, go ahead.
What exactly happened with G2A?
I'll link you a story real quick.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Yeah. Oh no, is this not the real story? No, this is something else. I'll try and kind of sum it up. So G2A is a marketplace for keys, Steam keys.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And
okay.
Yeah, so oftentimes people would sell. You could go buy a key for like a $40 game for $16, and nobody really knew where these keys were coming from. And slowly but surely, through like YouTube marketing, like Twitch partners, they were able to get a lot of eyeballs on them. You know, like PewDiePie had called them out a couple times, and like other prominent. Not just to pick on PewDiePie, but other prominent YouTubers and Twitch streamers have done it multiple times. And then TinyBuild came out and said, yo, fuck them. We're not doing anything with them anymore. And just called them thieves. Just straight up just said, and other people have kind of pointed out that G2A is a little dirty. And essentially, like they were saying that G2A would just ask for a bunch of keys, and like I don't even remember exactly because there's just so much shit happened. They were just being claimed that they were stealing keys, that they didn't like. There was no proof of where G2A got its keys. Like there's just a lot of weird shit around it. But it seemed like even though there was big talk from G2A, they kind of backed down, and they kind of made a bunch of concessions of like. I forget some of the concessions because it happened so long ago, but they backed down in the end, and TinyBuild kind of came out and got some of the concessions. They're still not on G2A officially, so that's kind of what happened. I think G2A refused to like show TinyBuild which keys they had so that TinyBuild could know where they came from. G2A refused to do that, so TinyBuild's like, you're not getting any more. So if you won't show us where these are coming from and why they're being sold at a terrible price, we're not working with you. So
yeah,
I'm fine with cutting it if you want to cut it.
Sure.
Yeah, it is a what the fuck,
totally,
but there was a year of weird what the fucks.
Okay, Rose, your turn.
What's left? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we revisit Disney Infinity? Because
I'm going to agree with you now.
compared to the rest of the stuff that we have left,
If you guys want to cut
wild.
it, go ahead. Like, I still feel like the way so many people lost their jobs is so tragic, and that's like that to me is what makes it personally something super super heartbreaking and what the fuck. But like
if we want to go there, there were other layoffs that happened kind of suddenly. I mean, let's go back to Mad Catz, who laid off a third. Like, you're not wrong, but I think now looking at this other stuff, it's worthy of cut.
All right, let's go over what we have, and then let's try to cut it down to 3 because we're getting down here. Okay, so we have, you know what? We have Counter-Strike Go.
Litigious, the word you can't say.
I can't say it. I'm sorry. Litigious.
Hey, you got it right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, the litigious boys. Counter-Strike Go, No Man's Sky Reaction, Street Fighter 5. Coleco Chameleon, and Palmer Lucky, and every PC game being broken.
I think we can get rid of every PC game being broken.
That's really
It's a shame.
Should not be
sucks,
excused,
but it's not that much of a surprise.
Absolutely.
It's it happened at a too high of a rate this year.
Yeah.
But it's been happening for the last couple years. It's strange. I don't get it.
Yeah, I think it's even stranger now with all of the consoles being on generally the same architecture as the PC. Like, it just baffling.
I think it's just harder to get that many different formats and hardware down. And also, they want to just make the games, and PC doesn't sell as much as a console does sometimes.
And I also suggest a certain developer gets litigious because, like, ultimately in the end, that's just like a couple douches being douches who don't have a lot of weight behind what they're doing and are fucking themselves over.
I mean, yeah, but that went on for
did.
so long.
It did, but
It was
like,
so fucking crazy. I mean, I think there are some things on here that are probably crazier than that, but man, what the fuck?
I think if you had watched and like knew about them before that, it wasn't as crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know,
It's still crazy.
If you watched all of Jim Sterling's videos, it's not that much of a surprise.
Yeah, like, well, it's crazy that they'd sue him for it, and it's crazy that they sued Steam users or tried to, but like they're not like I don't keep up with it, but I want to say Niall or someone said that they dropped one of the suits, so they can't afford it.
They've lost a lot of money trying to pursue these.
Yeah, and now John doesn't have to say the word litigious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We have a
right,
pretty solid list.
Can we assume that Palmer Lucky and Coleco Chameleon Scam are on the list?
Yes.
yeah.
Anyone have any
I feel like
objections?
yeah, those are those, like, you guys kind of convinced me in the
Palmer
Coleco
Lucky
Chameleon. Like, yeah, that's real fucked up. The Palmer Lucky thing is insanely bad. Like,
Yeah.
That's just weird. It's just weird.
can I propose a number 3?
Sure.
Which one?
CSGO gambling, because that is a thing that
I agree.
directly affected, like, straight up children who are who were like giving away their money, and that's extremely fucked up.
And like,
Yeah, like Valve was going to be charged with like criminal charges if they didn't do things, and then they would say it's not our problem, and then they had to threaten gambling sites. Yeah.
all those YouTubers who were releasing the apology videos and stuff was wild.
Oh my God,
like
that
the
was
one
nuts.
dude with his dog, like where he's like,
yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna tell him, buddy. And it's like, what are you?
Right, and he had like lied about owning it, right?
He owned it. Like,
Jesus.
Oh man, but
That's
Street Fighter V.
I think CS:GO gambling is way more egregious than Street Fighter V.
Let's cut No Man's Sky, and let's cut Street Fighter. Okay, so it's CS:GO gambling, Palmer Lucky, and Coleco. I think Coleco takes it, but
I don't know. I think Palmer Lucky.
Yeah, same.
And Ryan and Niall voted for Coleco for sure.
and
Niall voted for a bunch of things. He voted for Coleco and for litigious.
The thing about Palmer Lucky is that the way he stands like in the VR community is huge. He is like one of the forerunners of it. But he went out, he did such a horrible fucking thing, and he did such a horrible fucking thing, like going out of his way to sponsor hate speech, and that has set back the entire VR community and probably virtual reality as a technology.
I don't think that I don't see evidence that that's happened.
There's absolutely other like reasons behind that, of course, like poor sales, like
I think poor sales,
but
I think poor sales is affecting it more than Palmer Lucky and the no good, very bad medium investments.
I think it's definitely not helping it like beat the other ones. At all.
No, but I don't see evidence of people saying I was going to get in the VR, but now Palmer Lucky's like you even saw Facebook. You saw Facebook at Oculus's next event just not have Palmer Lucky come out and just said, here it is.
They're course correcting as much as possible, but I know so many people within the development space who just came out of their way to say so many oh, this is some shit that happened between me and Palmer Lucky. He's kind of a terrible person, and I know a whole bunch of companies went out of their way to not support Oculus anymore because of his statements.
But they're not supporting Oculus. They didn't say we're done with VR.
Sure.
Like there are still
Oculus
tons
is still
of
one of the largest
Yeah.
VR.
yeah, but again, like I could toss up the failure of VR to catch on of A, it's too early, B, there's not enough games, C, it's not selling well. Like mobile VR is a bigger hit than anything else, and that hasn't been affected by Palmer Luckey and the no good, very bad meme investments.
But it's another fucking cherry on top
just
of a shit pile. It's
like,
ridiculous.
are you nominating this because he gave money to fucking terrible things, or are you nominating this because it's actually hurting VR?
It's
Both.
crazy though.
Both.
Like
My only defense, and I'm defending him, believe it or not, but I'm going to play devil's advocate, is that he didn't do anything illegal.
Sure.
The dumb thing that he did was pretend it was fine. Like, he should have come out and said, listen, what I do with my money is what I do with my money. He shouldn't have lied, and he also shouldn't have backed hate speech, but that's not illegal. It's certainly morally wrong, but like,
Yeah.
this
Just-
all to me is this revealed that, hey, the guy on Time magazine cover is a douche, and a lot of people already knew it, but that's not how media and that's not how PR works, because Oculus wanted to seem like a good investment, and he was the head of it. I think the Coleco scam was this fucking continual shit show
Yeah.
that maybe wasn't as big, but it's not like the biggest what the fuck. It's not the biggest story. I think it's like the one that kept going. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I feel like I was pretty consistently enraptured to the Coleco stuff, and every time that some new information came out, I was sitting there like, holy shit, how can this get any worse? But like, the Palmer Luckey thing, it was like one and done. I was just like, great, this guy's a fucking asshole, and he'll
be gone.
He's a tech bro, of course he's like this, and like it was a bit of a shock, and but other than that, I was just like, fuck this guy. And
I saw an in-depth review of the Oculus Touch just yesterday, just a crazy in-depth one, and people were just advertising it like, yeah, Oculus Touch is out.
Totally.
Nobody was going like, Oculus Touch is out. Also, there are no swastikas on it. We swear. Like, nobody was saying that. So, I want to be clear. Fuck him. Like,
yeah,
that's, give your money to a candidate. That's fine. Don't give your money to hate speech. That's not the way to go about it. And I don't know in any alternative reality where the word meme investments makes good sense.
they said meme magic is real and shit posting is powerful, and that was on like the New York Times.
I think the more like scary part is that maybe they were right. But that gets into a darker 2016 story that outlives all of this.
Yeah.
I think it's Coleco. Like, you're totally right.
I don't
If this
feel,
was a
I
what
don't
the
feel
fuck Palmer
right
Luckey-
giving it to Coleco just because it was so. It just doesn't have the weight.
This is the what the fuck
it
award.
doesn't have the weight.
It's the weirdest shit that happened.
It doesn't have the weight the other two candidates have, and that's personally how I feel. If most of the site feels it's Coleco Chameleon, I'm not gonna say no.
It was just like, I would hear a stronger case for CS:GO than I would Palmer Luckey, just because Palmer
I guess
Luckey was like that played it over a weekend. It was just like, you woke up one day and Palmer Luckey was Palmer Luckey, dude without the shoes, flying in space, and then the next day it's like, oh, he's racist. Okay, all right. I was leaning towards a Vive anyways that I can't afford, so now I'm leaning towards a Vive that I still can't afford. So like,
All right, we're going with the Coleco Chameleon. All right, let's go with the Coleco. Okay, so the winner of the What the Fuck award.
Congratulations.
Is the Coleco Chameleon, with runners-up the CS:GO gambling scandal and Palmer Luckey being a fucking racist. All right,
boy.
let's go over day one's winners real quick. Best music, Valhalla, with runners-up Doom and Fury. Best sound design, Oxenfree, with runners-up Devil Daggers and Overwatch. Best visuals, Hyperlight Drifter,
yeah.
with runners-up Mirror's Edge and Catalyst and Valhalla. And what the fuck, the Coleco Chameleon, with runners-up CS:GO Gambling and Palmer Luckey being a fucking racist. Thank you so much for listening to day one of the Video Game Choo Choo Game of the Year podcast. We have 3 more days to go, baby!
What a time!
Thank you, Michael, Rose, and Scott for being on.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Game of the Year podcast. Thank you.